Thank you all for joining us today. And this is nothing technical here, right? I'm not going to share any technical topic. We, as a team from KSR Data Vision, myself and Mahesh, we are here to help you to understand how do you keep yourself out of layoffs fear, right? So, with that, we have come with a small discussion we'll be doing. This is going to be interactive. So when I say interactive, you can ask your questions and we will be answering all of your questions. It's like a question and answer session. For the first 10-15 minutes, we'll help you with some numbers. We are known for that. So we'll show you some statistics of what is happening in the last 2 years from 2025 to 2026 mid. When I say mid, we are already in the month of May. So we'll help you understand how we are and where are we leading and in this AI generation, what is exactly happening in the market. So with our research, we'll be sharing you a few insights. And after that, we will have an interactive session. Okay, you can ask whatever questions you feel like asking. And this is between us. So you can, as simple as right, when you say doctor, that doesn't mean that doctor will not fall sick, right? It can never happen. Even doctor has to fall sick. So tomorrow layoffs can happen for me also. It can happen for anyone. And how do you handle that? When the situation arises, how are we going to tackle that? So that is what we are going to discuss today, right? And there are few things which you cannot control, and there are few things which you can control. Let's focus on the things which are in our control, right? So market is changing, the companies are expecting, yeah, obviously they will expect. We cannot go and say the company don't get into a technology or a updation. We cannot do that, right? That we cannot control. But what is that we can control, we'll focus on that. Okay. So end of the day, everyone needs job and everyone needs to come out of this fear. And that is what this session is for. Okay. So with all this, let's get started. As part of this agenda, the first 15-20 minutes, we'll discuss about what does the market need and where are we heading to. What are some of the commonly made mistakes by us and how is it is going to affect our job? And I'll be sharing my couple of stories that has happened in my team, right? I'm coming from a company where even their layoffs is happening to my colleagues, my friends, right? My seniors, my juniors. So layoffs is happening everywhere. So since I've seen them struggling and they're going out of the company, I've seen how the struggle is. And I know the exact reason why they're going out. All of this I'll come as a stories for you. I'll tell us a stories for you. And then finally we'll see what is the takeaway from this session. Okay. Now, the one thing which we'll have to always agree that is your social media shows only the negative side. It doesn't show the positive side, right? The social media, it could be your YouTube, Instagram, or the articles, right? They only show the negative side. If something is going good, they never show that. You would have experienced that, right? The criticism that happens. You're seeing that only the negative side. Even the news, if you say, if you're watching the news for 30 minutes, 25 minutes, they'll see what is happening there. And they never say that what good things is happening here. That is exactly what we are living in this generation, right? Now, these are all the news that you are seeing as a economic times, Times of India, and has been taken from different articles. Now, what does it says? Organizations are still feeling the efforts of skill gaps. Okay. Now, Salesforce CEO says AI won't wipe out entry level jobs. He is hiring 1,000 graduates to prove it. And this is a news that's been taken in the last few days. And you can also say this LinkedIn top companies 2026 reveals a powerful shift over 1 lakh open roles across top employers. These are all openings. These are all openings. But do you think that the our news channel or social media showing interest on this? No, definitely no. I have never seen. AI automation is changing your business to business sprint workloads. How AI is changing sales team without replacing reps, sales reps. Without replacing sales rep, how are we going to improve the AI? Now, all this is happening in the back end, but no one is helping us to know. And what is happening in the news and what has been showcased is this one: 92,000 plus layoffs in 2026. Microsoft freezing hiring. Meta, Amazon, and other companies are cutting jobs in 2026, right? And 1,65,000 jobs has been cut down till now. 1 in every 10 jobs to get replaced by AI. This is what is happening. And this is what has been shown also. Now, always remember one thing: when there is a positive side, there will be a negative side. When there is a negative side, there will be a positive side. But what are we focusing on? We are focusing only on layoffs. But why are you not focusing on hires, new technology, new framework, new AI? Why are we not doing that? We are only keeping the negative side and talking about only the layoffs. And if you go and do a research, and we have done it. Okay. Now, what have we done is we have taken a statistics of firing versus hiring. We have taken a statistics of firing versus hiring. Right from the last 18 months, starting from January 25 until 2026 June, right? Expected. When I say expected, it can happen. In next month, we are expecting this number to be a layoff, and we're expecting this many openings are there. So when we see firing versus hiring, you tell me, should we worry on this or should we worry on this? And what are we doing? We are worrying only on this part. We are worrying only this part. That company is hiring, this company is hiring, that company has laid off this many people lost job, that many people lost job. And why are you not talking about hiring? If AI is replacing people, obviously there'll be someone who will be hired for AI roles, right? Now, here, when we talk about firing versus hiring, this is a statistics that has been taken in the last few months of the analysis that is coming from different sites. I will give you one small example. Okay. I'll give you one small example. How many of you know that there was a layoff in Oracle? Yes, everyone?
Yes.
How
Yes.
many? Any number?
30,000 type.
30,000, right?
30,000.
30,000. Now,
Yeah.
here, there is a site called layoffs.fi, which is basically helps you understand. This is not a complete data you will have, but at least a scrap data you are getting it. Okay. Now, if you see here, May, how many layoffs has happened? Ticketmaster this many, Upwork this many. We see all this. Truecaller has laid off 70. So all this is a company. Now I will go and sort it. I'll go and sort it. In the first sorting, the first company which is coming in the laid off is which one? Which one? Oracle, right? Do you see the number? 30,000? Yes. Now, if you see here, these are all the laid off by numbers. So the maximum laid off is Oracle, 30,000. And this happened month ago, March 31st, at end of the quarter. Immediately 6 o'clock in the morning, we got an email, right? How many was laid off? 30,000. Now, logically, we'll speak logically, okay? Let's think about logically. If Oracle has laid off 30,000, I should not expect any opening from Oracle. Agree? They're reducing the people, right? So ideally speaking, the number of openings in Oracle should be 0. Do you all agree? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If they want projects, if they have a projects, they would have utilized among this 30,000 people. right? But they fired them. So that means from the Oracle space, 30,000 jobs, 30,000 people have been pushed out. Now, ideally, logically speaking, there should be zero openings in Oracle. There should be zero openings in Oracle. Can we check that? Let's go to Oracle Careers. Let's go to Oracle Careers, right? And let's see what are the openings that we have. Apply today. Explore open roles and find the future for career. I'll search job. I'll search job. Now I will go and not search anywhere. I'll search overall. I'll search overall. If Oracle has laid off 30,000, tell me why do we have 762 job openings? Tell me, why do we have this? Why do we have this?
uh, due to different roles and different requirements, right?
Exactly, right? So here the problem is not with the company. The problem is with our skill sets. Ideally speaking, if Oracle had 30,000 layoffs, why do we have this? Right? Now, let me go and search something called AI. You can see they need a senior AI agent, which is in United States. And we have 145 openings only on AI. Right? Now, let me search data analytics. Data analytics. So if I search data analytics, you have 175 jobs for data analytics. Now, I will ask a simple question here. Hiring is a very difficult process. So if you want a data analyst, why don't you would have taken from the 30,000 people? Why don't you take from the 30,000 people? Already they're your employees. They have been there with you for this many years. Why don't you give this role to them?
The skill gap.
Skill
Skill
gap.
gap. Yeah.
Skill gap. Right? Now, always remember this 30,000, we are only talking about 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. But there is always a reason that why the company has pushed them out. It could be because they are not up to the mark in terms of performance, not a great employee to work in all the upcoming technologies. Maybe they have been in a project for a quite a long time. They don't know anything else. Logically speaking, Oracle job should be zero, right? And even if I take the last 1 month, you still have 123 jobs. And it's been just 1 month that they have laid off. That means they have laid off on the other end and they're hiring on the other end. And we are talking only about layoffs. We are not
Uh,
talking about hiring.
it might be like what happened in my case. Like I had a high package and I got laid off, and they hired like 5 people in my place to
Exactly.
do the same job.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much for sharing this. So, a person who has been hired for a higher package, he has been let go of, and instead of him, there are other 5 people who have been hired. Right? Now, if this person who has got a high package, if he's got been laid off, from the company perspective, what they think, one person is doing a job with a high package, why can't I hire 5? So always there is a trade-off between your hiring and firing. Always remember this. Never come to the conclusion that looking at one side, okay, this is just the laid off. But on the other hand, the company is also promoting other new products, AI products, automation. So all these are happening, right? Now, let me tell you one of the common reason why and what we guys are doing. Okay. Now, in this, some of the reasons that we have picked out from the guys who have got laid off, what we have observed is they are staying in the same company, same project for many years. So what does it mean? They are in the same company, same project. They only stick on to that particular role. I have lot of friends in my circle who have been in the company for almost 6 to 7 years in the same company, same project. Now, when I compare with my experience, I would have done about 75 to 80 projects in my entire 12 years of experience. But those guys are staying in the same project for 6 years. 6 years, one project, 6 years, 60 projects. You would have seen 60 different problem statements, right? And I've also seen another person, what he has done, in his 5 years of experience, he has jumped 5 companies. He has jumped 5 companies. 5 years of experience, he's jumped 5 companies. Now, what does it happen? First of all, he's not stable in one company. And you guys know that when you jump from one company to another company, at least 30% hike you have to get it. That is a market standard. You have to get at least 30%. Minimum 30% you will get. Probably with your more bargain skills, more good performance in interview, you may end up in 50 to 60% also. But the minimum percentage that you will get is 30%. So obviously in 5 years, the person would have jumped to 5 different companies. Every year, maybe you got 30%, 30%, 30%. So obviously it would have been a high package salary bracket. Now, it's not like when a person is a high package, he will be pushed off, or when a person with a low skills will be pushed off. It's all about how you face that situation, right? So one of the commonly faced issues are not upskilling, always trying to be in comfort zone. I've seen people coming at 9 o'clock in the morning, logging out of 5 o'clock, even 5:10, they're not ready to wait. They want to stick on to that 9 hours of work, finish the task, move on. If you're in same company, where you will learn? What is the high chances of getting into different problem statements, right? And I have seen people always saying, I will do only Power BI reports. I will not do anything else. I'll always do only Excel. I'll always work only on SQL. So you're depending on only on one skill. If that skill is been replaced, you will be replaced, right? So some of the commonly I'm observing from people is you guys are not taking a new frameworks, new learning. So that is one thing. And comfort zone. Okay, 20 days I'm working. Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday. 4 weeks I'm working. Every Friday I'll be waiting for weekend, waiting for weekend, waiting for weekend, waiting for weekend. Last month of the day, waiting for salary. That's all. Again, next month comes. Waiting for weekend, waiting for weekend, waiting for weekend. Last day, waiting for salary. What else we are doing? What else we are doing? How are we utilizing? How are we understanding the market trend here? Right? What is happening in the market? What they're looking for? Which company is growing? What they need? What are the new products they're developing? Are we researching? Definitely no. Why we have to do that? We have a lot of works here. That's what we do. That's what we do. Right? So these are the commonly happening in your career. Maybe you may not be doing, but the commonly guys who have been laid off, these are the few things that you guys are doing. And if I ask you to learn something, it's all about just you're going through that and not doing any real-time projects. You're not doing any real-time projects. I will tell you one real story that has happened in my own project. Okay. I'll tell you one real story which has happened in my real story, which has happened in my project. Recently, my client wanted to migrate to Microsoft Fabric. Now, this Microsoft Fabric is just about 2.5 years old. It's a very new framework that we have for building your data science, data analytics, and data engineering project. Okay. Now, client called me and told, see, we have a good team. You guys are all working very nice. We have done a good report. We have done a good report in Azure. Now we have a change of technology. That is, we have to move to Fabric. Okay. They told me 15 days advance and they told that we will give you 2 weeks. We will give you 2 weeks. Please ask the team to learn this technology. because it's a very new framework, right? So they have given 2 weeks time for learning. And you know what? I also gave 2 weeks for my team. Being a manager, I give 2 weeks time for my team to upskill. In that, there were 2 employees who did not take this seriously, spent only few videos watching YouTube. I've seen them. They're sitting next to me, right? And nowadays we are going to office on daily basis. So I see them. They chit chat, they talk something, they watch. Just if I see them, they'll act like seeing some YouTube videos. This they have done it. Okay. And they did not practice, they did not learn, they were just watching some YouTube videos. Like as if they are watching a movie, they're watching YouTube videos. Okay. 15 days done. 15 days done. Now we had a client interview. Obviously, when you're going for working for a client, they will conduct an interview. How you're skilled, because they're paying. Those are the guys who are paying for your company. So they're like, okay, let's take an interview. Where you will, by watching videos, what you will get? Are you going to get confidence? Are you going to get that real-time experience? Definitely no. So as expected, confidence was low, practical knowledge was missing, and they did not clear the interview. So immediately what my client tells, see, your internal people are not ready to learn. So you can release them from the project. You can hire someone who knows Microsoft Fabric. So what did I do? It's a very, very hard time for me. I have been working with the team for the last 3 years. I have no option other than releasing them from the project. Why? We are all very close. We are like friends. We used to go for lunch, dinner together. We used to enjoy. Lot of enjoyment we had within the team. But now what happened? I need to release them. As a project manager, I have no other option than releasing them because they did not know Microsoft Fabric. Even though with a given time, they did not take seriously. Oh, who will learn Go? Yeah, already a lot of things I have learned. Why will I learn this? So they did not take it seriously and they have been released from the project. Now, here the real problem starts. The organization still gave them multiple opportunity to give interview for other clients. So in an organization, they'll give you 3 chances. Okay. Most of the companies will give you 3 chances, 3 to 4 chances. If you're not able to clear even in the 3 to 4 chances of a client interview, you will be under risk. This is a statement. Okay. What may they think is, okay, these guys are not able to clear the client rounds. Probably they are not skilled. So let us release from the company. This is a decision they'll take. But these guys, organization provided multiple opportunity. They also had a bench support of 2 months. So within 2 months, you need to get a project. Which company will give you, right? We are giving you 2 months. And we also gave many chances to move to the project. But even after 2 months, they did not adopt to the new technologies and they were not ready to learn. And when I had one-on-one discussion with them, you know what they said? I'm not understanding here. Everything in YouTube, it's not clear, right? That's the reason. I'm not you see, in YouTube or something, they'll do it only for likes and comments. What else you can do? They will earn by posting. But what research you are doing? Are you going to the actual documentation? Are you using LLM models to go and research? Nothing. Only by watching YouTube videos, what you will learn. So no improvement for the 2 months. Now the last option, final outcome, the organization asked them, can you please put down your papers by yourself? This is the last option that is told by organization. If they're not, they will fire them. Simple. So what is a drawback here? This is a real story that has happened in my team, my project, and that is why I'm here to share this with you. The real challenge and the real problem is it's not the client, it's not the organization, and it's not me. It's not me. I did not release them out of the project wantedly. The company did not wanted to push them out wantedly. All this problem is started with what? Self. Self. All this happened with self. Okay. Now, this is one thing happened within my team. Most of my friends, all my circle, most of them have got settled in US. Okay. So most of them have got settled in US. Now, I'll tell you another story. My own friend is real story. You would have heard about a company called Caterpillar, right? You would have heard about a company called Caterpillar. Now, my friend was working in a Caterpillar, and in the recent all this war and all, like suddenly he was being laid off. Suddenly, all of a sudden, he was being laid off without any prior information. He was a working person, he was working in a project, and all of a sudden they have laid off. This happened a month back. It is again one of my own friend's story. Now, they told it was because of team reduction and budget. That was the reason that they provided, and this guy accepted. We cannot go and argue, right? We cannot go and fight with them, right? The terms and conditions says that if the company is not performing, they are ready to throw anyone out, including me. Even they can throw me out anytime. Correct? Now, the reason was because of budget. Now, we had a long conversation, right? We both are friends. So we had a long conversation. We were like, I motivated him. That's fine, yeah. Live it. If not this company, we have many companies. There's always a saying, right? Love your job, not your company, right? I actually motivated him saying that, see, first of all, if you want to resign, you put down a paper, then they will have to have a notice period. You will have to serve at least 1 month notice period. Then in that month notice period, you will have to give training, you'll have to give KT, then you will have to go and search job. Now take this as an opportunity. No, they're only throwing you out. They will give you some 3 months salary also. And in fact, in the new company, you're joining immediately also means you will get joining bonus also. You'll get 30% hike also. You're not a bad resource. You're a very good resource. You will clear the interview in the first round. So why don't you take this as a luck for you? Why don't you take this as an opportunity for you? He has been laid off. But the motivation which I'm giving you is company is paying you 3 months salary and sending you out. The joining company is going to give you joining bonus. You're also going to get 30% hike. You're also an immediate joinee. Why don't you take this as an opportunity? Right? Everything done. He started focusing on his resume. And I told him you can start improving on your communication, start learning some LLM models, AI tools. So start focusing on that. Right? And you know what? The biggest surprise, the biggest surprise, while he was preparing, within 2 weeks, he was again approached by the same company, Caterpillar, for another role, for another domain in the same company. See how it is happening. Within 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, he was being approached by the same company. They know that this was an ex-employee of Caterpillar. They have approached him because he had updated his resume in the 2 weeks, right? In the 2 weeks, he has updated resume. I told, why don't you add these keywords, tell them that you have done some POC projects, tell them that you have done some research projects, add them. So within 2 weeks, this guy has got an opportunity again back in the same company, right? We all think that companies are just removing employees, but the real truth is they are replacing with more skilled people. This is exactly what is happening. Now, I can tell you some reasons also why layoffs is happening. Why layoffs is happening? The layoffs is happening because outdated skills, poor communication, performance issue, cost cutting, overhiring, client budget, company restriction, startup funding issue, project closure, outsourcing, outsourcing, right? Not adapting to the changes, being in comfort zone, not upskilling, AI and automation. All these are reason. We had one of our friend sharing that because of high salary I was pushed into. That comes under client budgeting, or company restriction? It comes under that.
Actually, it happened like I was working with the company for like 8 years, and suddenly I had some medical emergency in which I suffered a brain injury, and due to which I forgot many things when I recovered. So just after joining, I was given 2 months to like work and like find a new job.
Okay. Okay. So that
Basically,
means,
I built them a complete system from scratch, a complete manual system from scratch. I had automated over the period of 10 years. And even after that, just because I got a brain injury, might be they don't want a employee with a like a disabled employee on their payroll.
okay.
But
Okay.
after that, like I have given interviews in n number of companies, got selected in 4 or 5. I passed all technical rounds, and the moment I walk in with the stick for a HR round, for unknown reasons, I get rejected.
Okay. Okay. I completely get it. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. But as you said, when you come out of a surgery, they still give you 2 months time to
Yeah,
give the interviews, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So from the organization side, yes, they did it. They had supported the employee to provide the 2 months. Yes, but of course they did not understand our health issues, health concerns. So that is something which we cannot control, right? But from the company perspective, they have their own targets, and all these are reasons why the company is laying off. Now tell me, if you have 10 reasons for the company to lay off, there are few things which is in our control also, right? I have created this table only for you. People are saying, okay, the company is moving to AI world. Maybe we cannot control it. We cannot go and say to the company, you cannot go to AI or the upcoming technologies because we will lose job. We cannot say that. That is not in our control. That is not in our control, right? Now, company says we are making a loss. So we wanted to reduce the number of resources. We are not making a good profit. Now I cannot go and say company, no, you cannot do this. We will lose job. You don't make profit also, it's fine. You give a salary. How can we ask this? When company is not making profit, how can they give you salary? So they'll throw you out, right? So there are certain things which is not in your control. What is not in your control? Overhiring, maybe they would have done it during certain projects. Maybe the projects did not click. The client reduced the budget, right? And see, I'll always tell you this. The company's growth is not always decided on how much money they're making. The company's revenue is also decided on how much they're saving, how much they're reducing the expense. That matters. That matters, right? If you consider an HR, if you consider an HR, right? If you consider an HR, this HR is hiring one person. This hiring one person. Now he wants one role to be filled. Okay. If two people are applying, person A, person A is ready to work for 14 lakhs. Person B is demanding for 16 lakhs. Right? Now, why will company hire this person? They will go with this person and get the job done. Right? Why company is doing this? Because they also want to make more profit here. You ask a simple agriculture farmer, he is purchasing for one value and he is selling for another value, right? And we are buying for another value. So all this supply and demand is keep on increasing. From a HR perspective, they will try to hire a person with a low package, correct? Now, this way, every company will have some sort of margin. I have to make this much of money. I have to make this much of revenue. If nothing happens, the only option for them is firing. That's all. But what I am saying, don't focus on all of this. Don't focus on all of this. My intention and our intention to tell you this is, let us focus on what is given as yes. This is in our control. 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 Partially yes. We cannot stop AI, but we can learn AI. We cannot stop AI. We cannot say the company, please don't use AI. But what we can do, we can learn AI and we can help them. We can help them to automate certain things. Partially yes. Which company will keep on supporting you manual works? No, we can automate it. We can automate it, right? So that is also partially allowed. And maybe we cannot stop some outsourcing, but we can contribute them. So out of, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 points. I would say we can control on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8. So 50% of layoffs is in our control. The 50% you leave it. We cannot do anything. When company is saying, oh, I have to shorten my team. Okay, fine, you do it. If I was on the list, okay, I'll accept it. But the other 50% is in my control. And why people worry, they think all of this as a company's fault and they'll come out. After coming out, they'll start blaming the companies. I'll tell you, every layoffs, we should also accept the reason will be on us, right? It will be there. Some or the other way it would have impacted. Maybe last 2 cycles, my appraisal rating would have been low. Maybe I would have not performed well. Maybe some sort of politics will be there within the team. Could be any reason. Why are we worrying about that? We will focus on one thing which is in our control. Example, I gave an opportunity to my own colleague. I asked him to upgrade. He was like, oh, go yaar. Already I'm frustrated. I have a lot of things into my family. I have to focus that. Where will I have time to go and upgrade? What is the consequence? He lost the job. He lost the job. He was one of the top performer in my team. He lost the job just because he was not able to upgrade and come to the client standards. Now, client told me, because of your team, I cannot stop this project. You remove them and you bring a new person and we will give them the work. That's what I did. Within one day, we updated the job description. We posted in the LinkedIn and we got about 200 applications. We filtered out 15 people and that we hired 3 people. I did this. I did this within 3 days. We gave him the opportunity to grow, but he did not utilize. Right? Now I would say this person does not come under this 50%. He does not come under this 50%. He comes under this 50%. It could have been controlled by him. Now, all the guys who have got laid off may be here present in the session. I would like to tell there could be 50% of our, maybe we were responsible. 50% maybe were our company is responsible. There is a person who come and says that, see, I was a top performer. I was upskilling. I was learning AI. I did everything. Well, I can only say that you are just unlucky to be part of this. You have been laid off for this reason. You have been laid off for this reason. You are extremely good. But an extremely good person will never worry about layoff. In fact, he'll be very happy because no need to serve 90 days notice period. You would get an additional benefit from the same company. And when you go to another company, well, you will be in demand. You're in demand. You know everything. Right? Now, one personal suggestion, what I have learned in my career, if you want to overcome layoff fear, just focus on that 50% of which is in your control, right? Keep upskilling yourself on daily basis. Don't try to be in comfort zone. Okay, today my job is in. Yesterday, 6 o'clock, you would have done your job. Now, what you may be thinking, oh, what a weekend we have, Saturday and Sunday. Let's enjoy. You enjoy. At least spend 1 hour time in understanding the market. So I can simply tell you what was the need for us to run this show for free. We could have simply taken rest. The next 2 days would have been very happily enjoyed. But why are we taking our time? Just to help you understand how this 1 hour session can change your mindset. Try to be a multi-skilled. Don't just go through a YouTube videos and say that I have mastered Fabric, I've mastered Azure, I've mastered data engineering. It doesn't work like that. Start building real projects. You have your laptop, you have your chat GPT, or copy the code, run it in a system, experiment and see it. Build a strong profile, right? Don't fear of learning. Instead, you learn AI itself. Try to have that visibility, communication. And moreover, I would say be always ready for interview. There are two people, a person who has been laid off has never got another job for the next 6 months. I asked him, see, you got laid off, you know skills. Why are you not getting a job in the next 6 months? Because there are other companies who are hiring. Why you're not getting job? He's saying, no, I have not given interview for the last 3-4 years. I was in the same company, so I'm not knowing what they will ask. I also gave 2 to 3 interviews where I'm failing. This is 100% is his mistake. Why he was not ready for interview? If a company is firing, the next day you should be sitting in front of the panel and you should be cracking that. That is what you need to have, right? So if you are aware of all of this, then why will I have fear? See, tomorrow morning, or maybe Monday morning, if I get a mail from Microsoft or any of the company saying that I am fired, 6 o'clock if I'm getting a mail, 6:05, I will not worry. I will not worry. I'll think that, okay, the company is not doing good. I have been honest with them. I've given my best. Probably that was not good enough. I'll take it with my both hands. 6:10, I will start applying for another company. But in your case, you'll start feeling bad. One day gone. Start sharing with his friends. 2 days gone. Again, start preparing. Third day, fourth day, you'll prepare for another 1 month. 1 month salary, you will not get it. So you'll start and you'll be under pressure. And when under pressure, no one can perform well when you're in under pressure. That 1 month will become 2 months, 2 months will become 3 months, and end of the day, we are losing our complete career. We are losing our complete career. If you were interview prepared, if tomorrow if they are doing a layoff, if day after tomorrow, if you have the power to sit in the interview panel and clear it, what else you need? What else you need? You'll be an immediate hire, right? So in my career, the one thing which I always did is I kept on learning every single day. And you will not believe, at my experience and being a part of KSR working as CTO, there was no need for me to give interviews. I don't need to give interviews. But every 6 months, I give interviews just for a namesake. I'll not join that company. I am giving interviews just to make sure that where I stand. It is like an evaluation process, right? You guys are using two-wheelers. You guys are using car. Every 6 months, you guys are giving service. Every 3 months, you guys are giving service. Every 3 months, are you testing your skills? Have you ever done this? How do you test your skill? Go for an interview. Sit in the interview. Let them ask questions. Tell them the answers. Whether if you're selected, you're skilled. You're not selected, you're not up to the mark. Have you ever tested this? I have done this. I have done this. Every single day, whether I read the other news or not, I always read this IT news. What is happening? Recently, Anthropic came. Before that, DeepSeek came. Lot of AI tools is coming in the market. What is happening in this? So all this is something which I'll be doing, right? And for me, learning is just not the only option. I'll be keep on doing that projects. That is exactly what I always prefer, right? So tomorrow, if my company is firing, I never fear about layoffs. I'll take this as an opportunity and I'll start applying for another company. Within 2 days, I need to get the job. Because when I say hiring, firing is also happening, hiring is also happening, but we are focusing only on layoffs. We are not focusing on hirings and openings. If if 25,000 people have been laid off, see the opportunities you have to get a job. Of course, there are few machine learning algorithms that has been applied, and these are some predictions also. Okay, this may not be exactly true. Maybe here and there could be plus or minus 10% or 20% changes. Okay, it's fine. But still, there are a lot of companies who are hiring. A company of my friend's company, Caterpillar, he's thrown him out and again looking for the same experience with a different role. The company is not here. We have to blame ourselves, right? So here, the one thing that you can do and which is in our control, let's follow that, and please start be interview ready. Tomorrow is something is happening in a situation, we have to be well prepared. That preparation, don't fear that okay, I lose job. If you are doing that, obviously your stress, work pressure, everything will increase and you will not be able to perform. Be in a situation saying that okay, even if it is fired, fine, I am a person who has been in the market for this many years, I know how to crack the job. That should be the confidence. That is exactly what I've written on the first slide. You cannot control market, but you can control your value in the market. In the market, where do you stand? How many skills you are aware? Which technology you can work? How do you be a competitive for others?
నేను ఒక సెషన్ లో ఉన్నాను తర్వాత
This is exactly what we
ఇంకా
can talk about it. Right? Now, Mahesh, would you like to take up?
Sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Please go ahead.
So, I've been working with a company for a Power BI developer position, and now the market is actually going for Fabric or something like Power Platform. As I don't have experience on that part, uh, by learning these things in my current company, how can I project myself that I've got an experience on these technologies or these things, and uh, I can apply for an opportunity in the next company?
See, the first thing is what you have learned, you have to showcase them. Build a power app by yourself. Put it in a GitHub. Show them this is what you have done. Build a power automate. Do a manual work, automate it. If you simply say that I've done it, I've done a certification, who will believe? Right? Prove them. Try to do a POC. The same project what you're doing, let's say Power BI report. I'll come to your point itself. Power BI report does not accept input directly to be entered. You cannot enter any field directly. Maybe you can apply a filter, the dashboard gets filtered and you'll get a result. But you cannot do any data entry work. That data entry work could be done by Power Apps. Show them. Prove them that you have done a POC project. Then that is what you can get that opportunity. Simply saying that I have learned, that doesn't work, right? You have to do POC projects, proof of concept projects. You'll have to do some research projects. You will have to come up with some sort of GitHub. You have to showcase what you have done and you have uploaded in the GitHub. Show them your link lead post. This is what you have done. Show that visibility. That is the only way to get into the role.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. Actually, I joined our web developer in Hexaware from last 9 months. Before, I have given in two projects interview. It was not cleared. The third one I have cleared. It was a migration project. It was over 6 months. I am waiting for next new projects. What will happen, sir? Because as you said, if we not clear 3 more or 4 interviews, they will throw out. How can in my scenario? How can I upskill myself, sir?
See, when you are already out of project and you are yet to give one project, you are already preparing for interview. You are preparing for client interview. What I am
Yes, sir.
saying, be ready for giving interview for other companies also. Worst
Okay.
case, if the company itself is not, see, two things can happen to you. Probably the next opportunity, they may assign you some interview, client interview. You may or you may not clear. If you're prepared, you will clear it. If you're not prepared, again the cycle begins. Again, they'll give another chance. What I'm saying, you're already preparing it. Why don't you
Yes.
prepare for overall for all the interviews also? Focus on which is upcoming technologies. You go and do a research. I know Power BI. I know SQL. What is the additional tools that I can learn? Talk to a mentor, right? And you can focus on them like, how can I expand my skills? Go and do some documentation, read documentation. And that is where you will get to know that where you stand. So when I'm saying that you are put into a bench and you are given a buffer time, don't prepare only for this client, what this client is looking for. Prepare in such a way that even if this client is not happy, even if this client is saying I don't need resource, you should be ready to come out of the company and you should be able to get a good job. Now the good job, when you go, they'll ask you a question. Hey, you have been in this company only for 9 months. Why did you come out? Now the problem is not with you. The problem is with company. The company did not have a projects. I don't want you to waste time being in bench. That's why I'm looking for a challenging role. Simple. You have blamed the company. You have not blamed yourself.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. How
Yes.
to find a good mentor?
See, good mentor, I wouldn't say that you can always reach out to us. There are a lot of sources. Reach out to LinkedIn. See the people who are really working in the companies, who are posting a lot of posts, and you can DM them and you can help. We are always there. Okay, from the KSR perspective, we are always there. You can always reach out to us, but this is not a call to do marketing. The session we are helping you to understand what we are lagging. Reach out to people, we have that socialism. Talk to many of them in LinkedIn. Whoever is active on the LinkedIn, DM them. Whoever is posting on weekly basis, message them. They will definitely respond because they're already active on the LinkedIn. Don't go and post by looking at the photos or something where they have never posted anything. They will not reply, right? So start following people and start approaching them. So for example, imagine I'm just opening my LinkedIn. I'm just opening my LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn. Okay. So here what I'll do, I'll go to network. I'll go to network. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them. Right. I'll start connecting. I'll start connecting. I don't know any of them. Right. There are a lot of people who are like mutual, maybe working in my same company. Okay, fine. I'll keep on connecting and I'll see who has accepted my request. Right. So they would have seen that this all notification, they would have accepted my request. Fine. So in this, I will see who is posting. Let's say, for example, Mahesh has posted one thing about layoffs, right? Let's see. I have this person who has posted something. I'll check who has been posting regularly. Then I'll start research. I'll start connecting with them, right? If I don't feel they're helpful, maybe I'll go for another person. So try to have more connects. Try to have more connects. The connects in such a way that at least try to have about 1,000, 2,000 followers so that you can get in touch with them. And we are always there from our KSR. We are always there to help you. But as I said, try to get into a mentor role. Try to get that mentor support from anywhere. But at least try to know what is happening. For example, this is our work. Day in and day out, we are doing research about companies. Which technology is booming? That is what our work. Our professional is that. So everyone will have their own importance and priority. I'm not asking you also to be like me, keep on doing a research. We are there to hear this. This is our profession. This is what we are known for. So you can reach out to them, they can help you. And one way is, as I said, you can always reach out to us. We are always there to help you. But apart from us, whoever is working in that project, look for 10 to 12 years of experience, what they have. Don't go and take a support or don't go and ask someone who's 2 years experience. He may not know what is happening in the market. Try to reach out to the people who have at least 10, 12 years of experience. They can give you a better guidance.
Yeah, thank you. Helpful.
Hi, sir. This is Chinna.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Hmm.
What about 50 plus years? 50 plus years, 52 I am right now. I have attended one interview. I cracked the interview. After that, the HR is called me and I have given my PAN number and date of birth. After that, due to age consent, we are not going to give you offer letter. I got this kind of message.
I
Okay.
too got the same answer from a few HRs. Like I'm 42 years old. Like the age constraint comes in.
Okay.
So, is there any way to bifurcate or to
Yeah.
overcome this one?
Yes, Sachin sir. I guess we connected also. It may happens with the most of the companies, but not every company. And also parallelly with all your connections, that's what, sir. If you did in a good network, right? Maybe your colleagues now in a better position in other companies. Can I get back with all these networks? It will help. Like after certain age, right? Naukri won't help you to get a job. Even after like my role, like after 14 years of work experience, like a Santosh around 12 years of work experience from these roles, like on higher positions and package also little higher side, these roles won't get a simply from Naukri 90% with the connections. I have one friend, almost he changed three companies in last 12 years. He never applied any job in the Naukri, all with his network and connections. He had a good rapport with his senior managements. Whenever they are changing the company, and they will pick him also because of his capabilities, maybe because of his relations. So depends. It's not about capability all the time. Maybe it's a relation also may works. So now we have to be focused on the networking point of view. And another thing, maybe it's not about only the job. Even in IT sector, we have a freelance jobs to a lot many. In Bangalore, one of my neighbor is there. He first job in the 1989. 88, sorry, 1988 he started his first job. He said some technology, I forget the name. Now it's not there. Still he was working with updated skills. Whenever we thought we are launching a new course or something, he said, I am already using Mahesh for my project. Kupuraman his name. He was my neighbor. Okay, so frequently we will while walking or something, like I used to chit chat with him when I felt like this is the new technology we are introducing in my company or my institution. And when I said, he said, I am already using. When we started Power Platform 4 years, 3 years back, he said, I'm already using Power Apps for my task. I'm using Power Automate for automating the things in the my current company. He may not working as a full time, but because of his skill set and his connections, he was taking freelancing projects and earning around 4 to 5 lakhs a month.
I
Imagine
will
80,
connect with
80,
you,
80 is the
sir.
first job.
After that, yeah, I'm ready to go for the freelancing.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you need to understand how to approach for get the freelancing jobs. It's not just by applying, building the network. And there are some websites like Upwork, Fiverr, these kind of websites are there to find any freelancing jobs. Parallel, you can try that way and apply for more companies. Maybe one company said age constraint. I will agree. Most of the companies may think in the same perspective because your manager, your higher position may be less than your age. They will assume like we can't command you. Maybe it may he can't work properly compared to the latest youngster people. There is a chance. I will agree with that, sir. Either Devadatt or Sachin in the both cases, there is a chance. But you have to be use all your network now, and you have to be go for the higher position, not in like entry level jobs again.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Santosh,
Um,
is
Hello.
the dais open for Q&A? Shall I ask some questions?
Yeah, yeah,
Because most
please,
of them
please
are
go ahead.
asking now.
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead. Please go
Hello.
ahead.
Santosh, I
Thank you,
had
Santosh.
one question. Like, in through my network, I had secured a job in a,
Congratulations, Devadatt. That's what
a
Satyam I'm
remote
trying to
job,
tell you.
but issue
Hmm.
was that
Hmm.
the company who runs the payroll does
Hmm.
not operate in India.
Hmm. Hmm.
It operates only in Pan Am markets.
Okay.
So,
Hmm.
like, what is the solution for this?
Okay. You are getting salary from the Panama directly in the dollars point of view, right?
Yeah, but they
Hmm.
will only pay in,
As a freelancer,
uh,
they can't give as a full-time offer letter because of
yeah,
they're not running any business in India. Yeah, it will happen. You in this case maybe need to be considered as freelancing kind of. But when their company given an experience letter to you officially, and when you have an email, we can showcase still as an experience. We can convince the next company in future when you want to change. This experience will help. The same thing happened with one guy around 3 years back. He was a youngster only, and his company is not in India. It's in a Denmark, Danish-based company. So when that company is not in India, so what they are doing, they are making as an hourly payment, and an average he was getting around 2 lakhs continuously for 2 years.
okay.
And he called me to take an advice about the fake experience when his friend said, I said, don't go for those kind of unnecessary things. Request your company to give an experience letter kind of, at least a promise like you worked for them. They are not given as a letter, but they written an email.
Yeah, email
By
is
showcasing that email, and we
good
convinced
enough.
the next company, and they agreed, and they hired him.
Okay. So after this call, I'll get in touch with you.
Sure, sure, Devdutt.
I have also
Yes,
one
Santosh, I want
question.
to ask.
Please go one by one. Yeah.
Yeah, something in between Ketan, something like Swati just
Yes,
wait.
yes, Santosh.
Yeah, please go ahead, Devat.
Thank you, Santosh. Thank you, Santosh. Santosh, I am actually into my phase of career transition. Okay, so I have been as a developer since last 5 to 6 years, around more than 6 years, as a been Power BI developer, and now recently I am thinking of, and I am in the phase of transitioning into the management role. Okay, and I have recently cleared my PMP certification. Okay, and there are many of the roles which I believe like getting into the engagement delivery or the delivery role. So um, before joining this call, I've connected with various people who are in the management on to the higher around AVP level. So what I found is like they are addressing of being at least attached to some technology instead of directly moving into the purely non-technical roles like delivery management or the engagement roles. So how will you advise like whether to stay in the techno manager role or completely moving to something which will be like an engagement delivery or something like that?
If you want to be in IT until your retirement, you need to be technically good. Okay, so you may be a
Okay.
manager, you may be a, you would have done certification, you would have taken Prince 2, you would have taken PMP, whatever may be. I would suggest you
Mm-hmm.
to be a technical manager. You are a manager, but I would like to be
Mm-hmm.
a technical manager. Only manager
Okay.
is not going to work. In a team, if you have a 10 developers, you will have only one manager.
Mm-hmm.
So in a company, if you talk
Yeah.
about, let's say, thousand projects, you may have only 1,000
Mm-hmm.
managers, right? But being a
Yeah.
technical person, right? You will also be in a
Mm-hmm.
decision making. If someone is saying, okay, this cannot be
Yeah.
done, as a manager, what you will do? You will go and ask someone. If you are a technical manager,
Mm-hmm.
you can take that
Okay.
judgment, you can take that call, you can involve completely. So I am also a technical manager. If I go to
Yeah.
a if I go to a manager role, maybe I will not be a good fit there, because I cannot reach and run behind the people for estimates. I cannot run behind for the people to take which technology to use. But if you are a technical manager, it will help. So my
Mm-hmm.
personal suggestion, the only thing that cannot be ever replaced is how good are you in technology. The more and more you're stronger
Okay.
in technology, you will survive for more years in IT. So being a technical manager will
Okay.
have a good growth rather than just being a manager.
Okay. So in context of this, my last question will be like, uh, being a technology manager. So there are various things like going into deeper into the data engineering or data scientist and all. Currently, I'm into the data analytics. So will that be role I can attach my experience as a data analytics in the for the managerial role going forward?
Yeah, you can do it. You
Or
can
yeah,
you can say
right.
it. See, I'll tell you. My current role
Okay.
is a data manager, right? All the
Okay.
data decisions I will have to take. So what you can do in your Power
Mm-hmm.
BI reporting, what you've done, you may not be sitting and writing a DAX function, calculating a calculated columns, going and dropping a chart. You may not be, your team may be doing, but at your
That's
experience, let's
correct.
say you're 8 years, 10
Mm-hmm.
years, you should be in a judgment
Mm-hmm.
to figure out which metric to use. How can I become a good
Okay.
storyteller? How can I convince my client? How can I infer the data
Right.
analysis from this? That type of experience is needed. So
Mm-hmm.
from your level,
Okay.
even if you're learning some data engineering or data science, I mean, we or a company is not expecting to come and write a code. They'll expect you
Yeah.
to run the show, but you should be the backbone for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Understood. I'd like to connect with you after this call to just to know what are more skills I can add to my existing skills. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
If it is fine to you.
Yeah, please reach out to our team. Our team will get in touch with you and they will plan the scheduled call with us.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thank you, Santosh.
Yeah, next
Hello.
question. Yes.
Hello. Hi,
Yeah,
Santosh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can I ask a
yeah,
question?
Yeah.
please, Swati, can you go? We will go in order. Yeah, please raise your hand. Maybe we can ask one by one. Swati, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So Santosh, actually, I have also around 10 years of experience in automation testing, and it has been like transition for me for testing to data. And my question and worry point is like, suppose I have already 10 plus years of experience. Now, if I show 5 years of experience in data engineering while after learning from you, and then while giving the interview, they will hire me for the lead kind of role, and like my because I am a bit new. I have learned, I have practiced, but my like worry point is whether they are going to give me the senior role directly in data. How is going to be the like while placement?
See, if you have a 10 years of experience, they are not going to consider you as a 10 years in data analytics or data engineering, right? That they will not do. They will be considering you as your half of your experience, that is 5 years. So you will be given a lead, but when I say lead, you will have to go and write all the logic, coding, everything you will have to do. Right? You're not been given like a decision making. You will not be asked questions like, why have you used this services? Why have you done that? What have your decisions been? That type of questions will not be asked. But for 5 years, maybe the role they're hiring you should be lead only, but that doesn't mean that you will have to go and lead a team. No, On an offer letter, maybe you have been given because of your experience of 10 years to match the salary. I cannot go and give you a junior data engineering and give a 15 lakh salary. That cannot happen, right? So your role and your package should match. On paper, you may be given as a lead, but when you go to a project, you set up the expectations in such a way that I have been doing data engineering for 5 years. So for 5 years, you will be working as a pure developer. You will have to go and write the logics.
And one more question related to it. Like, suppose they have two profiles. One is having 5 year or 6 years total experience and all in the data engineering, and there is one my profile which is 10 years, half of in another domain, and another is like data engineering. So, is there going to be any preference over the person who is having lesser experience than me? Like, I'm just trying to understand.
If I was the HR, if I was the manager, I would hire you. You know why? For me, the 10 years of experience will be a value add to run a team,
Mm-hmm.
which I may not
Got it.
get from a 6 years old experience, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would have
Makes
hired
sense.
you because you're technically good. Like as long as like 6 years experience, also you're technically good. Like the 4 years, you know how to handle a team. So I want to reduce my work. Maybe I will hire you. Simple. But if I have anything like, let's say that I have a budget constraint, then I would go with
Mm-hmm.
that person because I cannot give you 10 lakhs for 10 years, right? So, but 10 lakhs I can give it for that person. So it depends on multiple factors.
Yeah, actually, I have the same situation. Like, also come from the different background. Like, started working in US staffing, recruitment, leading a team over there, and then moved into data engineering, into the
Yes.
technical side.
Right. So again, as I said, depends on multiple factors, your package, the hiring person, everything, multiple factors will be there. See, if there is a company rule that a person should have worked right from the beginning till now only on data science, data engineering, no, they can never find anyone. Right. Even I started my career with SQL, then I moved to Python, then I moved to data analytics, then I went to data science. Now I'm doing data engineering. So you need to be adaptable. Right. That adaptable clarity, if you get it, you can survive in any role. So if you are showing 10 years of experience and 5 years of data engineering, they will give you the work as per 5 years of experience only. Maybe apart from that, they may give you an additional work like manage the team, take care of the meetings. Why don't you be a front face for the clients, talk to them, schedule emails to them. Like that, they may give you additionally work. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Hi, Santosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one question. I'm Tanzim this side.
Yeah.
So currently, I'm working with the company where I'm like working on like Power BI, SQL, then SSIS, and that complete project is migrating to Google Console platform. So they asked me like in which like role I'm more interested, whether it is data analytics or data engineering. So I said like I'm interested in both role. So I just wanted to know which all up skills shall I need to be in that role. So for
See,
like
see, if you're already a data analyst, why again you're going back to the data analytics itself? Why don't you explore data engineering so that if tomorrow, if any company is hiring for data, so you are learning something new, right? And the organization is giving you an opportunity. They're asking you, what is your interest? What do you want to get into it? So why are you
yeah,
choosing again data analytics? You already are good with data analytics. You have been working with Power BI reports. You have been working with a lot of tools here. So why again you're mastering that? You already know certain things, right? Just
yeah.
in a reporting side, right? You will know what are the
Mhm.
challenges you're facing. Data is not coming clean. Quality of the data is very poor. Missing values, abnormalities, special characters, outliers, duplications. Lot of issues you would have seen. Who is going to fix that? It's data engineer. So if you learn data engineer, a combination of data engineer plus data analyst will be a good growth. And in fact, I need to tell this, I am also a person who does both. Data engineering also I'm doing, data analytics also I'm doing. So if you have a multiple roles, you will be in demand.
All right. So which all skill sets shall I learn in that case in terms of like Google Cloud?
See, when you say data engineering could be done by many of the cloud services. It could be done by Azure, it could be done by Snowflake, it could be done by AWS, it could be done by GCP. In your case, they're asking GCP. So start focusing
Yeah.
on GCP. Once you learn GCP, other two clouds will be very easy.
All right. So do we have any classes like only specific to GCP?
Only to specific GCP we don't have. We are currently focusing on Snowflake and Azure, but you can reach out to our team. Our team can guide you the right course for you, and we can do this
Okay.
offline.
All right. All right. Sure. Thank you so much, Santosh.
Yeah.
And apart from this, I have one more question. Sorry to like disconnect this. Like if the person having like non-IT experience as well, like total 8 years of experience, and I'm into IT like for 3 plus years. So shall I show that on my CV that non-IT experience this much and like remaining is like IT? So will it help in getting recruit, or like how it is, or
See,
shall only show
they'll
the?
consider only IT. Okay. And even if you're
Mm-hmm.
saying, let's say, for example, if I show that I have 12 years of experience in that, only 4 years in IT, that 12 years of
Mm-hmm.
experience may be considered, but you'll be put under pressure. They'll be putting you to lead a team and all. Why are you taking risk? So only show IT experience so that you can have a smooth work. Maybe the package will be less, but that's fine. You are
Mm-hmm.
looking for a learning experience. You're looking for a project real-time experience because you're coming from a non-IT to IT. That is
Mm-hmm.
important. Package is not that important at this point of time.
All right, understood. Thank you so much, Santosh.
Yeah, please, Shashi, go ahead. You raise your hand.
Yeah, hi Santosh.
Yeah,
Actually, my case is bit different, so I wanted to discuss. I need some guidance as well.
please go
Actually,
ahead.
I have total 13 years of experience, and
Mhm.
my career mostly in the BI landscape. Like I started with the Cognos, then I moved into OBI, then again I moved into Yellowfin, then I moved into Power BI, then I moved into Tableau. So, and from the last 4 months, I moved into the airflow area, production support. So I wanted to challenge myself because people was saying production support was difficult. And when I came here, I'm really feeling it's very, very difficult because not technical, but the kind of people and kind of atmosphere are there. So how to handle? And another thing, parallelly, I was doing from the last 2 year my EMBA as well in IT operation as well because I thought 2 year back. But right now I'm in the position I'm not able to understand like which area I supposed to move now, what I supposed to do now. And
See,
it's
yeah,
yeah. And another thing, from the last 4 months, I'm facing really really tough here in the current project because
okay,
of kind of environment in the production support,
yeah,
because people are hiding the information, suddenly they are coming up, suddenly they are saying they are like blame game and all those are going on.
yeah. See,
So how to
thanks for this question. See, one thing I would tell you is, see, production support will be like that. I also come from a production support background. Like in my first 2 years, I had struggled a lot. In 24 hours, 18 hours, I used to stay in office, and over the weekends, I used to take my brush and paste to office also. That type of work
yeah,
also I've
same is
done.
happening with me.
Yeah, I've done this. I've done this, right? Over the night, they'll ask me to do a production, and we will have to be like, we cannot sleep. We can't even take a 5 minutes break, right? Those type of struggles I have faced. Simple thing, what I did is I just shifted my role. That's the only way that you can come out of the company. So, what I could suggest you is, rather than struggling hard here, losing your peace of mind, sleep, struggle, working very hard for 18, 20 hours, with all the skills which you have, right? You said that you're working in Airflow, you're working in some of the BA tools, right? Portrait in such a way that majority of the things what you have done is BI role, right? So for that BI role, start fine tuning some skills, add some cloud, right? Add some on premises, add some cloud migrations, do like such a way that get into a role where it gives you a developer role. Now I can say that I'm into a developer role. Saturday and Sunday, even if I switch off my phone, no one will bother me, right? That is the work we are doing. In a month, we are working only for 20 days, 5 days a week, 4 weeks. That's it. But if you're working in a production support, 24 bar 7, you will have to work. It will affect your other things, health, family, professional life, personal life, everything will affect it. So if I was you, I would simply look for a new opportunity with a developer role. But I need not learn everything from beginning. Whatever you have the skills now, you already have worked with n number of tools, right? So portrait in such a way that you are more over data analytics. Try to learn some ADF, a component by component, learn some AI models, or learn some cloud services, and try to build and make it yourself as a cloud data analytics and look for a developer role. Now, if you're going to a different company, they will be
Mhm.
looking you as a developer, not like a support person.
Okay. Actually, in AI also, like I explore many LLM, I can create some application. I used like a Python. I created a Streamlit application to migrate, connect with the backend database, and migrate the data and compare all those things I done. But yeah, cloud day, I did not get the much time because once I joined here, I'm not getting the time.
Yeah.
So
See,
it's
I
problem.
completely understand. I understand your trouble because I also come from the same background, right? I never even used to see my people, my home person also. I'll not able to see because they'll be working different time. I'll be working night shift, so it will be like in the same house we are staying with the different timings. It was the case which even I followed, but of course I came out of that with some upskilling. I try to get into the market, understand it. Then I shifted to a developer role in IT. There are three type of roles: developer role, testing role, production
Mhm.
support. Okay, and the order which you give is developer will be the first, a high privileged role, comes the second, testing, and the last is support. The support people, they'll treat you like slaves. They'll
Oh.
literally treat you like slaves.
So as you said, I supposed to learn cloud analytics. So which cloud I supposed to go? Because I like Azure definitely. So in Azure, what I supposed to learn? I means to move into developer role.
See, when you are good with, let's say, Power BI tools or Microsoft tools, choosing Azure would
No.
be a right option. Every cloud has their different fan base. GCP have a different company's fan base. AWS has a different fan base. Azure also has a fan base. So what you can focus on one cloud. Yeah, Azure is a good option. In Azure, you can focus on Azure Analytics, and then you can go with Azure Synapses, and then you can first focus on Azure Data Factory. This three should be a good challenge for you to get into analytical role. Or if looking for engineering side, then no
Mhm.
doubt you can go with Databricks. If you know Databricks and PySpark, you will be valued in most of the companies because 9 out of 10 companies are using Databricks.
Okay. Yeah, I explore the Databricks as well, like all their layer and all those RDD they are using. But yeah,
But
I
again,
did not
exploring may
explore.
not work. You will have to do one
Yeah,
project, you will have to portrait,
yeah.
you will have to get into that hands-on.
Maybe I
Then you
can
can
connect
showcase that in resume.
another time if you could provide your number, like how I could connect with you.
Yeah,
If
please reach out to our team. Our team will always be there to help you. Okay. So if not me, we have our mentors. They will definitely connect with you. So just go to our website and you
Mhm.
can go to contact us, and you will be able to find our number, and please reach
Okay.
out to us. We work from 9 to 9. So anytime you can call us for any of the three numbers. I may also pick call. So whoever picks the call can give you the best advice.
Yeah, definitely. Because I don't want to stay anymore because last 4 5 months is one of the worst time in my career. I'm feeling like
Yeah, it happens. Production support are like that. Okay, you
yeah.
have to work for 18 hours, 20 hours. There are a lot of nights where I've never slept also. So a lot of
Be-
things we have faced, but you will have to come out of that. For that, you have to look for developer role.
Yeah, because here they're not focusing much on the technical side. They like all other things are running everywhere.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, thanks for your guide. I will look for Azure. Yep.
Yeah, sure. Hmm.
Santosh, one question related to this only. Like once you are getting hired, and because I've heard from my developer friends, sometimes they get hired for as a developer, but inside they are doing the support work. They are not getting any development work. So will it like is there any chances of like this also like you got selected for developer role, but inside they are asking you to do support work?
See, I would take in this way. As long as there is a learning, I'll continue to do that. If I'm doing daily same work of sending emails, clicking one button in support, I will never do that. Okay, there are a lot of people who say that I want this type of job where I have to just press button, I can enjoy. Those people will not have growth. So in my case, if my personal life is not affecting, maybe I'm not being asked to work on weekends and still learning something, I'll still accept support. But if it's completely burdening me, I would definitely ask for a developer role. But again, just like that, I cannot ask, okay, I need to be skilled enough. So what a
No,
developer can do, that skill if you have, you can get into a developer role. You can request them. The support is not working for me. Could you please give me a developer role? They will give a try.
no, my question was different. My question was like if you have given interview for developer role only and you got selected for developer, then inside while moving inside the company, will it be any chance that they will ask you for support work or no, it will be developer
See,
work for
again, it
you?
depends on your project. If they have hired for development, they should give you development. But at that point of time, if there is someone else who has fitted that role and they have already hired you, they should give some sort of job. You can get into support for time being. But you can clearly tell the HRs and managers, I have been hired for developer role. I'm interested to do that. But for time being, that I can do the support for let's say 1 month, 2 month. But I really want to get into a development because I was hired for development. That check you can put to your managers.
Not.
Hello. Hi,
Yeah,
Santosh.
yeah.
Even I'm also in the same situation. Even I'm also working as a support in my current project. So I have worked as a developer for 4 years, and from past 2 years I'm working as a support. Even I'm trying to move out from that support for development project. But whenever I ask to my team, like they are telling that like we don't have any opportunities for that. And I'm also planning to
Okay. Why are you
upgrade my
asking them?
skills.
Why are you asking them? You can search
Because like
outside.
if I'm
If they're not giving you
yeah,
inside, search outside. No, simple, right? They are not giving
okay.
you. They will not give also. You can say, you can keep on asking. Maybe you're a new hire. They've hired you, like previous case, right? You've been hired for developer role, but they have given support. Possibly they may give because they have hired it for development. For in your case, if you keep on asking inside, they may not give you. So if they're not giving,
Mhm.
upskill, learn into a developer role, move out.
Okay. Even I have been touched like areas fabric, power automate everything. Is there anything else like can I upgrade myself as a Power BI developer?
You're already a Power BI developer now, or what role you're doing? Which
I'm a Power BI developer.
okay, you're a Power BI developer. Okay, why can't you expand yourself like knowing some PySpark, Databricks? What's your experience?
My experience is almost 11 years.
Okay, then I would
Um,
suggest you to go with some AI or data engineering. Okay, this should be a good option because enhancing your skill only in data analytics for 11 years of experience, I will not expect you to come and do a report. I'll be expecting you to do some sort of technical lead work. You will have to guide.
mhm,
You will have to encourage the team to complete the work. You should be the single point of contact for the project. So I want you
mhm,
to be more of a lead position. That doesn't mean that you will have to do some certifications. You can focus more on the technical side, ADF, Azure, Fabric, and then you can
mhm.
build your data engineering experience so that overall you can get into a good role with a lead position.
Okay. Okay, I'll just approach to the team like on my
Yes.
I'm the, asking the suggestion.
Sure.
If you remember, like because of you only I'm in this place, Santosh. Thank you for that.
Yeah, means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. This is Namita Jain.
Yes.
I have a query. I also have a good experience of 10 years. Currently, I'm working in an investment banking company, and I recently had given a child to blessed with a baby girl. And what my challenge is that I want a career shift and of course, a hike is spike. But another challenge with me that I have a small child with me. So I'm using my maternity leave time to upgrade myself or upskilling myself, where I've already enrolled myself in a financial modeling course, where I'm learning the Power BI and I'm already working on a apps and Power apps and the other Tableau and the some software within the company.
Hmm.
But I'm reach out to this UKSR division for the Power platform to learn more about the Power queries and the things. So, what should be your suggestion where I can, give my time to my child as well, and I can, work with the remotely also with the companies. So, what will be your advice to me that what should I learn where I can get the remote job as well as I can give my time to child as well?
Okay. See, personally, expecting only remote may not be possible because most of the companies have started to ask to come to office. Even I am going to office. Okay. Even I
Okay.
don't have an option with my experience, with my skills. Even they are forcing me to come office. I know I am going 3 days a time, 3 days a week. So that is something very, very difficult. The personal reasons will not be brought into professional life. You cannot say that recently I was blessed. Can you give me work from home? That doesn't work.
No,
The
no,
way
no,
it
but
works.
there are some sorry to interrupt you in between, but there are some company who are working remotely only, like some of the US company and the other companies are working on the remotely only. So is there any opportunity that I can get opportunity in the remote company only,
Okay.
where I should not compromise my career and the skilling or upskilling myself also, and I should not, I don't want to compromise both of the stage, not
See, if
even the
you
personal
see,
side, not in the
yeah,
professional
yeah.
side.
See, I get it. See,
You
if
will get
100
back to what
companies
I'm
are
trying to
there,
say.
yeah, see, if 100 companies are there, 90 companies will ask you to come to office. 10 companies may look for remotely, provided during the COVID time they have demolished their offices. They're moving to a completely remote. But that 10% is very difficult because just imagine how many people will be like you who will be looking for remote. Right, the competition also will be higher, right? So, how many people are looking for remote jobs? How many people will in terms of like what do you say that?
Like,
Yeah, in terms of opportunity, right?
hello?
There could be a lot of
Hello?
people. Sorry.
Sorry.
So what I'm saying is, you can look for remote. If you get it, well and
Hmm.
good. But if not, you should be ready to work in some companies who at least ask to work in office for 1 or 2 days. It will be there. So only completely
Right.
remote. See, if completely remote, I should have got the job first, right? Why I haven't
Hmm.
got a complete remote job? I will have to take classes here. I will have to focus on KSR. If that was the case, I would have looked for a complete remote. Why I did not get it? So
Agree. But
competition will be there. There should be
yeah,
some
competition will be
sort.
there, and there
Hmm.
are companies who are providing work remotely, but the workload is too much there, where from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. you don't have time to look after your child or to family. You are completely occupied throughout the day, or some of the time you have to work throughout the night also.
See, you
So,
have to
so your
sacrifice one thing,
submission.
right? You have to get
Yeah,
sacrifice to get one thing. If you want remote, you will get it. But end of the day, they will take double the work. If you want to go
yeah.
office, you will have to, maybe you will have to work only for six
That's what I
hours.
want to understand, that how should I get this much upgrade into myself, that I get value from the company side also and the personal side also.
Okay. So choose a subject which is a bit less tougher for you to manage. Power Platform is a good option, right? For a working woman, this could be a really good option with family. They need not think too much about coding and all. Like it comes with a low coding. But again, it all depends. See, I'll tell you one thing. In my personal experiences, your workload, your pressure, your lengthy hours depends on your technical skills. If you are very technically good, you will finish the work in 3 hours. If you're
Yeah, I
not
agree.
technically good, you are struggling, then you will have to browse, you will have to ask someone, dependency will be there, then you will end up in 10 hours. So there is nothing called work pressure in IT. Work pressure depends on your technical knowledge. The more stronger you are, you will finish it in 3 hours. If the more you're in a learning phase, maybe you'll spend 10 hours. So I would suggest you to learn a subject thoroughly, practice as much as you can. So even if they're giving you work and you're looking for a remote, try to complete faster. For that, you need learning. If you learn from scratch, if you
That's what
learn,
I should go for, the power platform only, or I should go
yes.
to data engineering
See,
or the
data
any.
engineering, you will have to struggle. Okay. There is nothing
And
sweet.
what about the data bricks?
That's what Databricks is nothing but data engineering only.
Okay.
Okay. Then you cannot say that, see, you will get a high package. I can promise you high package. You will almost get
Hmm.
100% hike. But you will not be
Okay.
having that free time to spend with your family, or you will be like lesser workload. That will not happen. But for our platform, you will have to sacrifice for lesser package. Probably you may not be able to match like data engineering, lesser package, let's say 2-3 lakhs lesser, but you will have some decent amount of time with you for spending your time with your family. Something you have to sacrifice or something you have to withdraw.
Agree.
So if you're
All
looking for a
right.
high package, go for Databricks, data engineering. That's a very, very
Okay.
good opportunity to get a good job, good hike, but remote is impossible.
So in the
And
data engineering itself, only the Azure will come, or the any other things will
see,
come.
Azure is a cloud. Okay. Azure is
Okay.
a cloud. In cloud, you can do anything. You can build a website, you can build a mobile application, you can do a data science model, you can do a report,
Hmm.
you can do engineering. So Azure is having 200 services. In that,
Oh,
what is your role? Are you data analyst? You will roll only the services related to data analyst. To give an example, you're going to a hotel, you have 200 items on the menu card. Are you going to order all 200?
no.
Which you want, you will order. Similarly, in Azure also, whichever service you want, you will be learning. Databricks is one of the data engineering is what widely used. So if you want to be a data engineer, then you will be using Databricks.
Okay. And what will be the duration for the database?
Only Databricks we don't teach. We teach as a complete data engineering. It comes around 6 months course.
Okay, in the 6 months course. And the
Eh,
power platform will be completed within 4 months, right?
four and a half months.
4.5 months. So is
Yes.
it will be there like that? Then first I should do. What will be your suggestion if I want to do like first 6 months? I'll do the power platform in the 1 year. I do practice in projects, and after that I'll upgrade myself with the data bricks or the data platform.
Again, you will have to come to same problem, right? Managing family. Even after
Yeah,
1 year also, you will have
that
same
will be the
problem.
throughout the life. You cannot leave your family instead of career,
Yeah.
right? So that will be always. But it's that how I should manage my time.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm using my maternity leave time to upgrade myself, so that with official work I will not be having much time for the learning the times, right? So that's the reason I'm using my maternity leaves for the learning skills.
So in
And
that case, you
afterwards, I
can
got the
learn,
job.
yeah, you can learn it today, Power Platform, get a good grip. So once you
Hmm.
get that, maybe, see, probably at this point of time, maybe you have a more of time you have to spend with family, but maybe 2 years
Yeah.
down the line, 3 years down the line, things may get settled, right? So
Right,
once maybe
right,
your
right.
kids go
Once
to
I use
school,
it, yes,
the things
yes.
may get settled. Maybe you can opt for data engineering later.
All right, all right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Sunil, please go ahead.
Yeah, Santosh. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking out the time on the weekend to address our questions. Basically, I'm in your February batch. That is the current MD batch. I'm totally outside, I'm from a different background altogether. But yeah, I'm enjoying the sessions. That is the Python and SQL. My query was because I am just sticking with this. There is no, distraction or anything like that. So when do I exactly, because, after doing this course, let's say by finishing it in September, when do I exactly, go about searching the thing? If I start searching something now, it'll be half knowledge, right? So I just focus on this thing and then just after the course, I start the work, search, or how does it work?
Okay, so basically, what we can do is, if you go now, probably you may miss one or the other important companies. Okay, nowadays companies, you know what they're doing? They're collecting your PAN card. So if you are attending for one company, the company, if you are rejected, you cannot apply for the same company for the next 3 to 6 months. So
Mm.
those type of restrictions are there. So why are you going with a half knowledge? And by the way, what's your experience?
It's quite a lot. I'm 50 plus. Overall experience is 25 years
Okay,
in a different healthcare
okay,
domain and things
yeah.
like that. I've talked to
Right.
Mahesh.
See, with
Basically,
25
yeah.
years of experience, I don't want you to go with half knowledge. Okay, you can wait for a good time. Probably SQL is done, Python is almost coming to end. Another two,
Yes.
3 months, you will get a good grip. Okay, so you may not wait till September. You may have to wait at least till your Databricks gets started. So while the Databricks gets started, you can start preparing, revising. And again, for your experience, we are not asking you to sit and write the code here. You should be in a techno-managical role. You will be technical person. You'll also manage a team. I myself, for 12 years of experience, I'm managing a team with 40 people. So obviously, when you come to a company, they'll also expect you to manage the team. Maybe technically, you need to give ideas, you need to showcase the architectures, all of this you'll be given as an additional responsibility. So wait for the right time. Since you're in my batch, you'll have all the flexibility of getting the complete knowledge, architect level knowledge also will be helping you. With that experience, we will help you to prepare your resume. For 25 years of experience, we'll help you what are the things that you need to mention to get a job, how you have to portray it, what type of questions you can expect. Everything will help you so that you can get the job maybe 2 3 months down the line.
All right, makes sense. And I wanted to appreciate your classes. Extremely, simplified and it's very easy to follow. I've recommended a couple of friends also to join the next batch. Just
Yeah,
wanted to put it out there.
yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yes.
Thank you.
Hi Santosh, this
Yeah.
is Kalyan.
Mm.
Uh, Currently, I'm working as a fund accountant with around 2 years experience.
What is it? Fund account?
Yeah, fund private equity.
IT or non-IT?
It's completely core finance related. With
Non-IT
the
role, right?
seven, yeah, non-IT,
Okay.
7 LPA package right now. So I'm
Mm.
planning to shift into data analytics, but honestly, I have some hesitation and scare because it's completely new for me technically. So since I already have a finance domain knowledge, I want your guidance on whether data analytics would be a good long-term career path for me. Some people are also saying analytics opportunities may reduce because of AI. So I'm a bit confused between data analytics and data engineering. Could you please guide on me which path would suit my profile better, and how difficult transition would be from finance to IT?
Among
Could you
all
please?
the data analysts, you are always on the upper end. You know why? You already know finance domain. So
Yes.
data analytics is very, very closely, tightly coupled with finance. Every company has a finance data, right? So without doubt, you can go with the data analytics. Data analytics, people may say that because of AI, it will count down, but AI is not thinking about business. AI is giving you some sort of automations can be done. That's it. It's a human who has to think about the business growth, business decisions, problem statement. Everything is done by humans. So yes, data analytics you may have more people, but data analytics with finance background very, very less people are there. So this is an opportunity for you to focus more on domain and then analytics. Okay. So you will be always an upper hand, because what we see in the data analytics is people who are very good at Power BI are still not surviving because they don't have the
Mhm.
business knowledge, right? But in your
Yes.
case, knowing finance and then upgrading that to a reporting, it's a very, very good combination. Finance and reporting, very good combination. All the big fours, if you see, right, PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, all of these companies are looking for finance analytics. So
Okay,
you will
okay,
be
fine.
getting an opportunity, but again, no need to fear. Not everyone is born with all the skills, right? Even today,
Yes.
I'm learning a new skill, right? AI has been there in the market for the last 2, 3 years. We are learning for AI for the last 2, 3 years. Everything new things comes, and there is nothing to fear here. Everyone is a beginner. Everyone is enhancing their skills. Everyone is a learner. So everything is possible here. This is not a rocket science. We are not asking you to build a rocket, right? We're asking to build a report. We have all
Yes.
the LLM tools. We have a training for that, so you can get through it. It's easy. Nothing to worry.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, if I want to update data analytics, how much time it will take for me as a beginner?
See, there is Power BI you can learn in 1 day also. Power BI you can learn in 3 months also. Okay, it depends on how much you learn. I would suggest you to wait slowly, have patience, take a course which gives you complete knowledge, let's say about 3 to 4 months. Get that, and then that will improve your finance reporting. Don't try to get into a role where they'll teach you in 1 week, 10 days. It's not going to work. Okay, short term
Okay.
courses is never going to work in the real time. If you want to learn something, by the way, what was your experience?
2 years currently.
Okay, 2 years is a very good opportunity for you to learn slowly. If there is nothing demand, you're already in a job. There is nothing pressure, so you can learn. Take 2 to 3 months of learning. Try to do some
Okay.
reports. You already have a finance data in your system in your office laptop. Do that
Okay.
reporting in Excel itself, and then you can showcase that report that you have already done in 2 years, and then you can come out of the company. So take some time and learn it. About 4 to 4.5 months it will take to learn completely.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Santosh.
Yeah, Santosh, I have a question. Like, I've heard a lot about a new role, like forward deployed engineer. Can you give some light on that? Like, what exactly it is, what we do, what is the day-to-day task on that, one? What exactly it is?
Forward.
Forward deployed engineer.
See, forward deployment, you will be working as a full stack. Okay, they've just changed the name from full stack. You'll be doing end to end. So right from building and web in. See, what does a data engineer do? Data engineer will focus on middleware. Okay, but you are focusing on the interface. You're focusing on some sort of middleware also. You'll be doing end to end. I have heard about it, but there is still a lot of research that needs to be done. But as of now, I can say a person who does like multiple things within data engineering, right from building the pipelines, organizing it, then communicating it, understanding the requirement, then focusing on middleware, also showcasing some sort of suggestions you can give for reporting. I would call it as a full stack.
Okay. Like when we are talking about forward deployed AI engineer, so that person would be
Yeah, AI is
responsible
included
for.
everywhere. See, it's a AI engineer only. AI is included everywhere. Even if you go with the data analytics, it's nothing like data analytics now. It is AI powered data analytics. It's nothing like data engineering now. It's AI data engineering. So AI is everything. It's like a salt that you're adding for every food.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Santosh. My name is Pratima.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much for this session right now. So I have a query here. So the situation right now here for me is I got laid off 2 months back, and my background is into Power BI mostly. I had worked for 4 companies so far and had this experience into Power BI developer as well as lead. And right now, I want to go into higher positions like architect or something related to that. So, how I should approach it?
Okay. Before that, can I ask you, like, what was the reason for layoff?
I'm not really sure. It's that company mentioned about they do not have any project, and it was a forced resignation that they
Post
asked me.
resignation.
Yeah.
Okay. So did they ask you to, I mean, did they give any opportunity on any other cloud, ADF or something like that, or directly they told, don't have projects for Power BI?
No,
Are they, did they give time for upskilling?
no, they did not give any time for upskilling. I was already working with this GitHub Copilot is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was working on that, and also bit of Azure and AWS I have worked on. So I had all this thing, cloud thing, and also AI thing in my experience. So on that time, actually, they have said that we don't have project and you have to just resign.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So no need to worry now. Now, what's your experience?
9 plus.
Okay. So for 9 plus, since you're already data analytics, I would prefer to learn Databricks, ADF, and PySpark. This could be related for you since you are, see again, at 9 years of experience, we can't even expect an architect role. Architect role at least takes about 15 to 14 to 15 years. For that, you need to be technically strong. So learning only Power BI Copilot may not help you. Like enhancing your skills in cloud, especially like Azure Data Factory, Fabric, Databricks, PySpark. These are all some of the top keywords which I can pick it right away. If you learn this, ideally you should be able to get into a data engineering plus analytical role. Maybe 2 years, 3 years down the line, I could assume like you can become also a data architect.
So you are suggesting me to go with this lead position only?
Yes, go with the lead, but focus on technical side, more of Databricks or ADF, right? So if you focus on that, probably you will be going as a lead. You will not sit and code, but at least you will be able to guide.
Okay, so Santosh, I have a cross question here. So
Hmm.
when you mentioned about learning ADF and PySpark, I already have this SQL. Okay, I know SQL and I know Power BI and all that thing, but it's not that easy for wait for so long time and learn things. So right now I am already 2 months back. So I don't want career in my gap as well.
I mean, you're saying you don't want to take more time for learning.
Yes, absolutely.
That
So I
is,
want to go in such manner that my skill will also not go in vain. You getting me?
yeah,
So
okay.
I just don't want to learn something which is creating pressure for me. अच्छा इसमें job मिलेगा कि नहीं? Something sort of that way also. And let me tell you कि अभी right now I'm not getting calls. I'm not getting a single call from
Okay.
Naukri, from LinkedIn, from
Okay,
anywhere.
ma'am.
I'm applying every single day. Every single day I'm applying, but I'm not getting any calls.
Pratima, if possible, shall I check your account like an Naukri account? Is it fine to you?
Do you want to check right now?
Yeah, if possible, if you are okay, so that I can able to get to know what reason you are not getting calls. There are a couple of things, Pratima, like example, saturation point of your package. Your package is compared to a regular data analyst, if it's a little higher side, companies won't hire. Or else skill set. If current market trends, the skill set is matching or not matching, it's again another story. So we need to be validate why you are not getting calls. And again, applying which company and when you are applying. Example, there is a company posted for a job around a week back. If you are applying today and expecting a call from that company, there is a less chances. Reason, 1 week in the sense almost 1,000 people applied and there is no chance to get the call from that company, 99%. So we need to be validate. Usually I'm going to be handle the session in our regular classes and the placement cell point of view. If you are a
Mhm.
KSR student, maybe you are aware. If from outside, maybe you are not. But if you want, I can check it your LinkedIn account or a Naukri account right now and we can able to fix it easily. Or else
Yeah.
you can share your screen and I will check it.
Okay.
Okay. Which one you want to choose? Like, shall I share my screen and are you able to log in? Or else,
No, I can share my screen, not a
yes, better.
problem.
You can share your screen if you join from laptop.
Yeah, I joined from laptop
Great.
only. So can I share my LinkedIn profile?
Naukri you can because you are applying in Naukri, right? First we will check it Naukri.
And also, I back into to 1.5 months back, I given 2 3 interviews that
Mm-hmm.
time, but
Now you
uh,
are not getting calls.
no. The thing is, like, they were fake recruiters. Okay, I
Okay.
had gone up to 3 rounds of technical interview, and after that, I had client interview also, and they just ghosted me. They
Uh,
didn't call me back. They didn't reply to the emails and all sort of things. So I'm not really sure what is happening
okay.
and
For
how
that,
we
it,
can
maybe we
upgrade.
can't consider it's just a ghosting something. Fraud things, what happened? They will expect some money. Those kind of things, if anyone
Not
asking it,
money. I'm not talking
then
about the money
there
thing.
is a
Sorry to cut
different
you off.
Yeah, I got it. What happened? Maybe there is a chance, Pratima. Sometimes project may go out back. That's a 50-50 chances. But other things, what may happen? You are working for such a good company. Even our students are there in the cohorts.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes. So keep
Okay.
it like as a data analyst, not just an a Power BI architect. You can keep it as a data analyst roles. Try for an analyst
Data
roles.
analyst.
Data analyst. You kept
Okay.
as a Power BI architect. So change
Mm-hmm.
to data analyst.
Okay.
And if possible, may know your package range or 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 or 20 to 25.
Okay, so I'm in the range of 28 to 30.
Honestly, Pratima, getting in a call for a data analyst or Power BI architect with a 30 plus lakhs package, it will be almost difficult. Very
Right.
rare chances. That's what I'm trying to explain. That is called a saturation point. Maybe in the while Santosh explaining this topic may covered.
Mhm.
We are discussing from last 2 days. Saturation
Mhm.
point in the sense compared to the market standards, your package is higher side. We won't get a higher. Example, very funny way of example I'm saying. For a
Mhm.
housemaid, how much we can pay usually? Who are coming to our home and just cleaning the vessels and going back?
10,000.
I
10,000. I'm
think
not that rich, Santosh. We are
I
paying 2,800 here. Huh?
okay.
Okay. Usually 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Maybe rare cases, 1 lakh also. That is maybe Ambani's made, not Mahesh
But it
made.
also depends on the area that you are staying, right?
Exactly, exactly. Usually,
Yeah.
the average how much it's a maybe just coming and cleaning the waste, not staying in the completely at a home. Usual charges. Maybe
Okay.
completely staying with us also, maybe 15,000 or 20,000, maybe completely like a full-time employee or something, right? For a
Mm-hmm.
household maid. Usual charges.
Yeah.
Will agree, right? There is a chance someone will get 1 lakh also. That is maybe Ambani's maid, Adani's maid, or something, these kind of rich people's, not in a regular. That is a rare scenario. Similar way for a data analyst also, like we are also software coolies, right? So we may
Mhm.
get a package 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, rare cases. Up to 30, 25 to 30 is the saturation point for a data analyst or Power BI developer.
So how I should approach
Next
here?
range, you have to be upskill yourself, like you have to be upgrade. The next version will be data engineering. 40 lakhs
Databricks.
also is a mid-range package for a data engineers.
So I'm sorry to interrupt you again. So
Mm,
I have a feel that everybody is trying to be the data engineering.
mm,
So
mm,
it will be waste of their experiences and what kind of things that they want to build in the role that they are actually having experience, right? So we all cannot be a data engineer at a one point of time. So what I want to do here is whatever skills I have, I
mm,
do have AI kind of experience also, where in my previous project I have used Copilot,
mm,
GitHub Copilot, if you
mm.
have idea about it.
That
So
is.
I understand that okay, Python maybe I have to learn some way because it is related to the models that we are building in, right? So,
Mm,
but I don't want to miss my experiences and the skill set already I have acquired.
mm.
So
So thing will be like that is what the like our mindset. Like I don't want to work in the same domain. Like maybe Santosh initially said like don't love your company, love your job. But honestly, that is also not true. I will
yeah.
deny that. Don't love your job, love your family first. Your family have to be survive with your money, whatever you are earning. You have to be change your roles also. We can't
Mhm.
stay continuously with the same kind of roles and responsibilities. Santosh itself started his career in a supporting later SQL developer. He was one of our student long back with the KSR also. Later he moved in this way. Like I guess at that time data science he may lent around 10 years back, I guess. Now you can see like he was a data engineer architect and he was managing the team also, and he was a CTO now for the KSR, right? So depends on the requirement. We have to be changing our skill set and matter. So from my point of view, I started my career in pharma industry as a production chemist. Later, I moved to the IT from the SAP MM to PP to APO, later data. So it
Mm.
depends on the current market standards and what companies are expecting, what we can get achieve easily. We have to be changed. Everyone is learning data engineering in the sense, not everyone. Demand and supply still is there because of its heavy coding, and compared to the other skill set like a data analyst and Power BI, it's little difficult. So all of people are not trying for that. You can
Mhm.
just go to the Naukri now, open the Naukri.
Yeah, I'm there only. So
Check it
I'm
how
just
many data and jobs are there. Just a type as a data and for sure it's nearly 1 lakh jobs are there.
okay. So before that, I just want to change the job title that you are mentioning. Can I go for a lead role?
You can, but still, Pratima, my like as a last 4 or 5 years onwards, I'm looking into the completely the other data profiles, right? 30
Mhm.
lakhs will be little higher side for a data analyst roles. And you have to be expect 35 or 40, right?
I'm not like thinking of that also. At
But
least
still,
minimum 5 lakh increment would be
that's
fine.
what. In my
Yes.
career, I saw 42 lakhs for a data analyst, but to she they hired for a Microsoft directly. That might be
Hmm.
the reason, but I suggested don't stay in that company long as a data analyst. Move to the data engineer. Reason in Microsoft Power BI developer, they are not going to be build a dashboard. Their main job will be to like build any corrections in the application itself directly. So that kind of roles not be there in the outside. If you want, like maybe we will take it as a 1 week challenge, Pratima. Change your
Hmm.
designation as a data engineer and look for a job. For sure, you will get in 2 3 days.
But again, the skill set will not be
Have to be learn. So where
squeezed
you will get a
up.
data from data engineers only, right? Your next role that is data engineer.
Hmm.
Learn those skills, Python and PySpark and Databricks. Add those skill set to your profile and correct it as a data engineer and do 1 or 2 projects so that you will get to know easily.
I understand, but I had a layoff and it's already 2 months is gone. So I cannot rely on something that I
That's what you
like
can try both ways.
learning
Like
from the scratch. No,
one thing,
that's
like you only said, Pratima, you are not getting call from last couple of months.
yes,
How
yes.
many months
How,
again still you will waste?
how much we can expect in data engineering? Like
Data
in
engineering
maybe
for her experience easily 40 to 50 lakhs will be very common and easy. There is one student, 2.8 years experience. She got a package of 20.8 lakhs with four offers by cracking multiple offers. If you want, I will show one of my students' message. Maybe I can show here or not, but let me try to show you. Monica, she texted me a couple of days back, which company I have to be choose. Mahesh. She cleared almost 6 offers. Let me show you right away. She was still in confusion, which company to choose. Maybe
Just to
this.
interrupt here, for Pratima, like I have like my one of my colleague in my office, he is
Hmm.
also facing the similar issue. Like he got laid off, and he is having around 35 lakh LPA,
Hmm.
and experience is around 8 years in
Hmm.
testing. So
Hmm.
he's already on the higher side of the testing part. So
That's what's
so basically the saturation has come for his
mm,
skill. That's why
mm,
he's not getting a call. So what he
mm,
has done, meantime, what he has done, he has accepted a less package for now, and he's
mm.
upskilling himself. So
Exactly.
if you have this fear, like okay, 2 months has been already gone, and now you can't wait for next 6 months. In my understanding, what I've seen him doing,
Mm,
that he took out less package in
mm,
his
mm,
current skill, and
mm.
he's training for next role. So like this is what he
That's
has
what.
done.
It may have or happen, may not happen, and all the time, right? Going for the less package. Right. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
my suggestion, just to create another account, if you want to verify is really getting call for a data engineer, you can check it for sure. You will get a 2 3 days only the best calls from the data engineering point of view. So you have to be learn newly only few topics like Python and PySpark and Databricks mainly. And good thing will be data people, their entire life you can stay in the data. But your friend's case from testing completely have to be come out of the testing and have to be find the new different roles. But data
Correct.
domain, right? Your entire life, you can start a career as an analyst, later data engineering, from data engineering to data architect, cloud architect, or else like ML engineer or AI engineer, data scientist, ML, AML engineer. So different roles is there, and still your SQL, your Power BI will help in all the roles. Within the domain only, we have multiple jobs for the data profiles compared to any other domain here.
I agree.
To survive, we have to be upskill. You have to be change your role also. Then only we can able to survive and sustain. Simple examples, what like you said, like you are working for 9 years, but a Power BI is there your first year when you started your career.
No, I think that's Pratima who was
Yeah,
discussing
sorry,
that.
yeah, Pratima. So Pratima, you said like 9 years of total experience.
Yeah.
You said in a Power BI, but Power BI is really used in the 9 years back. That is
No, no. For Power BI, overall experience is 9 plus, and into
exactly.
Power BI, I have 6 plus
Yeah.
around.
What's your first job role?
I worked for a market research company, so it
Yeah.
was market research analyst.
Exactly. At that time, maybe you used Excel, or else in the rare cases might be Tableau, right? If you
They
thought
had
I
their
don't
own
want to
tools.
upskill for a Power BI, I have to be my previous role, that is marketing research analyst in the sense, are you able to come for this role level? That
No.
is 30 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
So what companies are expecting? Power BI come to the picture around 6 7 years back. Before that, Tableau is a topper.
Mm.
Now Power BI might be topper from analytics and visualization point of view. We are not sure after 2 3 years or 4 years what may happen. There is a new technology may come.
Yeah.
Let me know one thing. We thought Google will be the ultimate and every concept, whatever we need, we are going to be Google and search it. So now it's reduced, right? Using a Google. We are not checking for a Google everything. We are using ChatGPT for things now.
Mm.
Agree with me, Pratima?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Similar way,
So
like
can I share my resume with you? Maybe we
sure,
can have
sure.
a look.
You can share with us. Maybe I shared the contact links also in the chat. You can approach our
Mm-hmm.
team and we'll help you with the building resume also. No need to be worried. But
Okay.
my suggestion will be data engineer will be your next target. Then only you can able to get a better job. Even I'm not denying like you won't get a job as a data analyst or Power BI developer or architect, maybe, but still our role will be in the tension. If any issues happen in the
Mm.
within the company, you will be the first target for them because
Mm.
if they fired you, they can hire three people easily for 10 lakhs each.
Yeah.
The same thing happened one another person in the initial call, like they fired him and they hired new people.
Yeah.
The same dashboard, same reports, just a thing from your side. Even a 3 4 years experience candidate may do the same task which you are doing now, right? Most of the cases.
Mm.
Then they why they need to pay you 30 lakhs.
Okay, so
So
when actually after 2 3 years, you want me to apply for this architect role?
no, not about data engineer. I'm asking, saying like right now, the data engineer roles will be the best for you to get a calls easily. Even Power BI developer or architect role also, maybe from my point of view, it will be difficult to get a 35 to 40 lakhs package.
You
And
will
Not
how
get
would
architect role, but for that also you need to know design, system design. You need to know architecture, right? For that,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely you need to see understanding your background. You don't have much time left with you. You're already been searching and you're not getting a package. I would suggest add some components like let's say PySpark, ADF, Databricks. Don't completely wait for 6 months or learn for 6 months and then go for it. Add some component. You have some 2 weeks of time. You can master one tool. Just add that. So the more and more you add, right, that is where you can justify your package. The 35, if I'm giving 30 lakhs package, obviously I will expect some more skills from you, right? Only Power BI, how can I give? From if I'm thinking from HR perspective or a manager's perspective, for every manager, for every HR, we need to hire a people with lesser package. So obviously I'll be looking for a Power BI guy with 10 lakhs of package rather than giving you 25 lakhs. So you need to have additional skills. So try to add some component. Let's say you're already good with Copilot, right? Like let's say you
Mm.
add some Databricks, you add some PySpark. PySpark is one of the good framework. Or add Python. For a data analytics, Python is also necessary nowadays. They're asking. So why don't you add Python? If you add Python, PySpark, obviously you can justify your salary. You can ask 35. You can say, yes, I have a multi-skilled. I can work for engineering side. I can work for reporting side. I also can take a business decisions. So then you can justify your salary.
Then does Python come in which course?
Python.
Yeah.
So Python is mandatory for data engineers. For data analytics, it's optional. But if you learn, you can aim for some good opportunities.
But if I learn Power Platform, I don't learn the
No,
Python,
no. For
right?
Power Platform, Python is not needed.
All right.
Power
and what
Platform
is
If
the
itself is
if I
for
want
no
to
coding.
learn and if I want to learn Python, then I need to do the data engineering or the
Science, data science or
data science
data
course.
engineering. Yes. For
I
Power
think that
Platform, not needed.
not needed. All right.
and what is the range of salary you can expect in Power Platform?
It depends on your experience. If you're saying, let's say you're 5 years of experience, you can target somewhere around 15 to 20.
And
Oh,
if I have 10 years of experience already and I'm having the 15 to 20 lakhs package currently, and
Another
after doing
6
the
to 7,
power,
you can expect. 30% you can expect. 30 to 40% you can expect.
it's a
all
similar
right.
like a data analyst level of packages. A maximum up to 30 will be easy. After 30, it will be difficult.
Got it, got it.
Hmm.
okay.
People will get, I'm not denying like a won't get at all. There is a chance. It's like Ambani's made kind of role.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have, I know students like a 42, 45 also, but it's a rare chances, rare cases. By showcasing one profile, so my student got a 42 lakhs, everyone will get a for Power BI developer 42 means it's a wrong interpretation. I don't want to make in that way. So general and average, we will take it here. Example, Pratima, are you using paginated reports?
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 years back, 1.5 year back, we won't teach paginated reports in Power BI. We added later. Our first batch for Power BI, we used to teach SQL, Power BI, and MongoDB. Now MongoDB we are not teaching. We moved to
Hmm.
the skill for Azure Data Factory. And later, from 8 months back onwards, we started teaching Fabric also for Power BI people.
Mm-hmm.
What companies are expecting I need to serve the same thing in my resume, means my student's resume, right?
Yeah.
Then only they will have that. No, 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 I will learn only SQL and Power BI, how to give job in the sense. No.
Okay. I'll just send you my CV once.
Sure,
I
sure.
have added few of the
TKs.
upgraded skills,
Sure, sure.
but still you can have a look
Like you
around.
can check it like if you want to just to change to a little bit of data and related stuff like a Python, PySpark and Azure, and you can check it. You for surely you will get a call easily.
Yeah, Azure I have already added. Fabric also it is added. I
Hmm.
have done
Now
few POCs
PySpark
on
from data
Fabric.
engineering
So
related stuff will be Databricks
hmm.
and PySpark. If you are added these
Okay.
two, you will get calls easily. One project you can showcase like handled a data engineering project also.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much for your inputs.
Yeah, hi Kathy, you can ask me. Kathy and Sunil, you raised their
Hello.
hands. Yeah.
Yes, my situation is different. Actually, I work in a market research industry.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the March month, I received a mail that our whole team was laid off because of ongoing war issues with Iran and US, and that
Mm-hmm.
impacted our business. So,
Mm-hmm.
they are restructuring business.
Mm-hmm.
That was the reason given in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
and after that, suddenly they put a retention mail within a week. But
Mm-hmm.
again, after 1 month in the April, they did one mail to the whole company employees
Mm-hmm.
that compensation reduction due to the business impact and all. So
Mm-hmm.
already, like, in our field, salary is very less. I have more than 4 years of experience. So
Mm-hmm.
according to that, if they did a 30% reduction in the compensation, I reached at that place when I started my career. So
Mm-hmm.
I am applying at other
Mm-hmm.
companies, but no response from
Yeah.
those. As
Kathy,
I have
if I'm
listened.
okay, I got it, and I'm not sure wrong. Like you are our student only for learning Power BI around a year onwards, right? With the same Kathy or
Yes,
different Kathy?
yes, I am the
Same Kathy.
same Jati,
So
and I am.
Kathy, like don't take me wrong. So you are in a while taking decision, you are correct. Like a year back only, you started upskilling for Power BI.
Yes.
But we failed to execute in proper way by completing classes properly and attending interview for data analyst. And meanwhile, this layoffs happened. If you completed from the same batch, like I'm not sure exact dates, I guess
Mhm.
for sure it's maybe have to be finished around 6 to 7 months back itself. Your classes may be completed, right?
In the December.
Yeah, December. Okay, it's 5 months. So at least from the day one onwards, we are trying. Maybe failure may happen. That's I'm not denying. There are a student who failed 50 interviews also. So
Mhm.
someone will see like 50 failures, but I'm saying 50 opportunities. He got a job in 51st interview from Maharashtra. So he failed because of the similar kind of your situation. He was working in the marketing only. So he was completely occupied. Even only Sunday will be the holiday. 6 days a week he have to be working.
Mhm.
He have to be even travel outsides. So that's the reason you are not able to focus properly. Now,
Mhm.
as early as possible, you have to be execute this Power BI developer role, and your package is less, and getting in a job is easy in your case. But giving an interview is very important. If you are not getting
Mhm.
calls, it's my responsibility. Maybe I told you on that day, and now again. So if you are
No,
not getting,
see, I am already practicing a Power BI, so
mm,
that I can apply for that roles also. But the question is that with this much low salary, even I can't manage a flat rent, electricity. So that was the my reason that I am already looking for a role. If
in the
it
same
is in a
marketing field, you are us.
similar
Okay.
profile or in the sales profile or any other profile, but
Okay.
thing is that I'm applying through the LinkedIn or
Hmm.
Naukri.com, but I'm not getting a response from
Even not getting
there.
calls or else not hiring.
No, actually, there is a both, because
Both.
when I apply, few of companies said that even it was they posted on the LinkedIn, but they said that they currently don't hiring. They are
Okay.
not hiring
Yeah.
currently.
Okay, I
And
will tell you here what may happen. They posted a couple of days back. That is now maybe fixed it. Example, we posted for an same telecolor roles or BDA roles around a month back.
Mhm,
You may saw that post now and expecting KSR is hiring. Why Mahesh you can't hire me? Now that four posts are filled and we hired three more people recently. Example I'm
mhm.
saying, right? So there's maybe chance like you maybe saw the post very old versions and you are applied for that.
No, but actually it was happened. The HR posted that 3 hours ago, and I directly applied through the mail as
Hmm.
it was
Hmm.
available. Mail ID was available.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So within 15 to 20 minutes,
Hmm.
when I did mail,
Hmm.
I
Hmm, hmm.
received a email that they are not hiring currently,
Okay,
and
maybe chance they got some couple of resumes and they don't want to because what happened now LinkedIn
mhm,
within our 100 resumes we are sending.
mhm,
So there is might be that's the reason they responded at least they she responded like now we are not
mhm.
hiring. So most of the cases you won't get even response.
Yes, and from some companies, I also received that they are not moving forward with my profile as they have many applications,
Mm-hmm.
large number of
Here
applications. So,
maybe one chance, Kathy. Don't but just to try to improve that one. Compared to the communication skills, confidence skills are more important, and that too for marketing. Your role mostly have to be interact with your clients and how to be speak with them, right?
mhm.
In
Yes.
this role, you have to be give very confidence way, and you have to be. It looks like you are going to be convince the your client to buy
Mhm.
their products or to buy their services, whatever it may be.
And no, my profile is not a sales profile. My
Mm-hmm.
profile is like more like a consulting and market research.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. It's not like we're going to be speak with her continuously. Maybe only like a sitting job and
Yeah.
doing the market research from the
Yes,
system.
I speak with the clients, but whenever it's necessary.
Okay. Okay. Fine then. We just need to be understand what reason maybe you are failing. At least if I have any record conversation between you and your recruiter, right? I can able to scrutiny in better way. What you can do next interview when you are attending, right? Just to record that
But
conversation. Hmm? I
they
will
are
try
not
to figure
even
it out.
calling. I'm receiving reply on the mail that
Hmm. Okay.
they are not moving forward. If I
Mm-hmm.
get a call, then
Okay,
I
shall
can
I
move
we
on.
check
But
your profile then now in your Naukri, which you are applying for a marketing research analyst roles?
uh, see, Naukri I used less because i- in the previous years,
Mm-hmm.
I caught up in a fraud. Like
No, no, use
I
the
changed.
this one
Hmm,
also now then. Hmm?
hmm. Can I
Naukri
share my
also
LinkedIn?
because
You
these
can check
roles
because.
mostly with the Naukri than LinkedIn. LinkedIn also one of the best platform, but use
Mhm.
Naukri as well. Hmm?
Okay, because I mostly prefer a LinkedIn because I got previous jobs from that platform only.
Yeah,
So that's the
true
reason.
only. But the same medicine for not for every kind of diseases, right? So
Mhm.
now not getting calls from the LinkedIn, then we will try with the Naukri.
Okay.
Hmm? So last time it's working, but now it's not working properly. So try for other medicine also. One of the medicine will be Naukri for now. Hmm?
Okay.
Right. So let's give a try with the Naukri and create in your account Naukri and apply at least 20 to 25 companies per a day. And that too the
Mhm.
latest job openings and we'll see. After during attending an interview, if possible, record
Mhm.
that conversation with an additional mobile and then I can able to judge what may be the wrong in that interview.
There is a problem in the market research industry. I
Hmm.
have seen since last 2 years,
Hmm.
there are many market research companies. Like if I speak about Pune, as I live in Pune, so since last 2 years, I have noticed that there are market research companies are opening like a grocery stores. Yes.
Hmm.
So
Got it.
yes, so that's a biggest challenge for a client to.
Mostly into the digital marketing side you are in?
No, I'm not in digital marketing.
Hmm.
It's a market research. Like we prepare research reports like qualitative and quantitative data to the different markets, different products, and
Mm-hmm.
those things.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So it's the biggest challenge, and there is a AI also. Like
Mm-hmm.
in the future, there is no opportunity in the market research industry because I know that that industry will be totally go on the automation. So
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Got it. Okay. So we'll try in another way, like for Power BI also. Those openings are there. Even yesterday, also couple of openings our team posted. It's from the referral only, where our company students already working in the different companies, right? Whenever opening is there, we are in connect with them and requested to share those details. And we are
Mm-hmm.
collecting all this information and posting in our channel and our groups also. There is one
Mm-hmm.
opening for 4+ years, and it's a data analyst and Power BI role. Another one is was for 1+ also there. That is company called Vected something, VACT,
Mm-hmm.
1 to 4 years. Even that mail ID also is there. So most of the cases, even with the referrals of our friends, our students, like a previous alumni, it will be both ways. It will be helps like our students will get a referral bonus from their company. Our students will get one more job, right? So that's the reason we are
Mm-hmm.
just trying to push all our profiles. You can do one thing, try from Naukri for a data analyst roles. Maybe
Okay.
for sure, maybe failing 1 or 2 interviews or 4 interviews, that's fine. But for sure, you can able to crack it. I guess you have around 4 years experience total, right?
Yes, more than 4 years, like
More than four
around
years.
4.5 years.
Happily, will get it, and package is little low only compared to the market standards, and getting in a job
Yeah,
is easy for you.
it's a very low.
Mm-mm. So
Okay.
companies will show interest to hire you easily because your 4 years experience, they will able to build a more package from their
Yes.
clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they will hire easily and attend the couple of interviews. If you are failing, that's fine, and share with me those questions and what kind of questions they are asking and why you are not able to answer. Again, we will focus on that part, and you can join every session on every alternate day for placement sales session. We will discuss, and I will make it as a target to get a job for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so attend this session every alternate day or else whenever it's possible in a week, and figure it out what questions they are asking and why you are not able to answer. We will scrutiny that one, and that's fine if you are failed. But next time we will prepare for that question. When you are attending the second time, you should be able to answer that question. Imagine after attending 20 interviews, the same repeated questions may come after a couple of interviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can able to answer easily and improve your confidence levels. From my point of view, communication skills are the secondary, technical skills are the third. First point will be confidence skills. When you don't have a
Mm-hmm.
confidence, you are not able to present in front of the panel. That you can improve more, and then you can focus easily. Don't worry about it. And send me your resume for your marketing. I have your data analyst resume, I guess, in our database, but your marketing research resume, I
Yes,
don't have.
I already shared to the support team, and they prepared my resume related to data analytics.
Analyst, exactly. Send me that marketing research resume also. I'm not aware what kind of roles you are exactly doing. I will check that
Okay.
point and will try for a job in that area also to get early, because you have 4 years experience in that era. You may crack easy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Under Naukri
But
also, use a
but they
Naukri.
no, but there are I have seen that I also heard from my fellow colleagues and all that
Mm.
many market research companies are laying off right now
Mm-hmm.
because of
Mm-hmm.
like budget constraint and
Okay.
business impact and all those things.
There is a chance
So
when companies want to reduce their burden, and obviously they will reduce these marketing research things. So obviously, maybe
mm,
your kind of companies are not getting much projects.
yes, yes.
There is a chance. Then we'll try for analyst only completely. We will focus main on your job when you are not getting much calls on marketing research.
Hmm.
Analyst also jobs are there. Data analytics.
Even I tried through a reference because one of my friend is working in the Accenture. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a research analyst related profile. So
Mm,
I told her to give my reference.
mm,
She referred me, but
mm,
when I got a job description after
mm,
a reference, so it
mm.
was a totally different, which I
Never worked.
watched on yes career
Mm,
website. So
mm.
later I told her that it is a totally different.
Okay.
So
But
I
still, you
didn't
should
apply.
give the interview. Maybe we can give it a try now.
No,
You
but
didn't
they
attend it,
were
huh?
asking about like a generative AI and all things. So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yes, and my profile was a totally different. And in the career website, actually, it was showing related to my profile. So
The
I
questions are
asked
the
her
asking
that
AI related questions.
yes,
Mm,
and in the after referral with JD I get
mm.
was totally different.
Got it. Fine, fine, Kathy. Don't worry. So at least we'll try in both ways. One is the data analyst profile, but create a two different Naukri accounts if you want to do in that way. It's maybe not suggestible, but don't
Mm-hmm.
make it a single resume for different profiles. You
Okay.
should have a different profiles in that way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Or else if you want to go focus completely on the data analytics point of view, we can focus on data analytics only then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mahesh?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
Santosh.
Sunil. Hi.
Yeah, hi
Sorry,
Mahesh.
sorry. Yeah, you can ask
You are,
me.
yes, you are not there when I was asking the question to Santosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a general question to either one of you. I just saw Santosh's video on the
Mm-hmm.
Apache Kafka and
Yes, yes.
Airflow.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to know. I know it is not exactly related to the job because I
Mm-hmm.
think will it be like
Mm-hmm.
a separate course or how is it in
Yeah,
case?
only Apache Kafka will be a separate course for a data analyst. It's an add-on kind of thing. It's starting from, I guess, 14th, right, Santosh?
Yeah, it is starting
Yeah,
on Thursday. Yeah.
on Thursday. Yeah,
It's
this
going to be a
month.
short-term course. It's going to be 1 month. So you'll be getting about 30 hours of sessions. It will be covering Kafka and Airflow. But the prerequisite is you have to know data engineering. Without that, it's not possible to learn that.
Got it. So since I'm already, going through this course, should
I
I
would
take it
request
now
you to
or?
complete it, then take
Yeah,
up
got
this
it, got
because
it.
for
Yeah,
you still Python is going on, right? So you still
correct,
don't know what is data engineering and all. So I would request
correct.
you to close this, then you can go with. Anyway, it's recorded sessions will be available. You can take it later.
Yes, that was my doubt, like,
Yeah.
whether to do it after doing this.
Mm.
Thank you.
So, do you know, Sanil, why we are taking this class as a separately? Our
Not
course
really.
curriculum already made around 5 to 6 months data engineering roles. So
Hmm,
whenever the companies are expecting new topic, I am going to be adding to that. But from our sales team, they are saying, Mahesh, when you are saying like 5 to 6 months course, most of the institution they are teaching 2.5 to 3 months. Our course will be 5 months. They are not ready to learn these many months because of the
hmm,
time duration. We are not able to convince the students.
got
But I
it.
said that's fine if they are not ready to pay or else they are not ready to learn from us. That's fine. But our job will be not for a short term roles. I will believe like there is no shortcut things to get in a better opportunities. They have to be learn all the skill set. Then only can able to get a better jobs. Then only they are able to sustain in the industry properly. Just by learning the maybe Santosh can teach a SQL concept within 5 days also. But he used to teach around 22 lectures. That means around 1 month. Python also almost a month. But data engineering roles, most of the cases, what people will do, 5 days, 5 days, done. But here we are
Yeah,
expecting within a very high package and you have to be manage the things in the real time. Compared to getting in a job, sustainability also it's very important. That's the reason I am not accepted for that. Now what happened, Apache Kafka also expecting from the panels and I hear from the students. Frequently I will connect with the students, right? Like what they are expecting in the interview, why we are not able to clear couple of interviews. Then I realized Apache and Kafka also expecting for higher level roles like architect level roles. Then I connected with the Santosh. What will do? It will take another 1 month. That means it's go for almost looks like in a PGDM program.
true, true. No, no, I was doing some independent research. That is
Yeah.
when I already had this question in mind
Mm-hmm.
that, Kafka, the event-based streaming and all those things are
That's the
coming into
reason.
play. So
Mhm.
then I saw the shorts. I was just browsing
Okay.
through. That was like spot on. Like, exactly
Okay.
when I had that out, you guys are like, almost at the bleeding edge of introducing.
So that's what my job. I have to be research continuously what happening in the
So I
industry and
really
what they are
appreciate it.
expecting.
Yeah. No,
So
no, it
then
is
we decided, okay, let's make it as a short-term courses separately, and anyone in future want they can go with the records. This is what our intention. So we stopped one batch and requested Santosh to take this Apache and Kafka only separately as a batch.
understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, no, it's really,
Uh,
it's a great thing that you guys introduce whatever is needed in the job market immediately. Thank you.
It's the same, sir. Like how an employee have to be upskill himself and update himself to secure his job, and even I have to be upskill and update and understanding what happening in the market. Then only I can secure my job here in the case,
True.
right?
No, no, you guys offer a lot of value for the money we pay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really have to
Thank
say
you,
that.
Sunil.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Mahesh.
Santosh
Yeah.
Ketan
Hi,
here
Raj.
again.
Rajkumar from this side. Can you
Mm.
hear me?
Yes, 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 Raj Kumar. I can able to hear you.
I have 7+ year of experience, and most of my current project I am working on advanced Excel Power Query
Mm-hmm.
data governance role.
Mm-hmm.
I am planning to upskill, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm bit confusion.
Mm-hmm.
What could be the correct way or path I have to go for upskilling.
Okay.
No, I do not have any issue with job because
Okay.
I am the lone resource.
Mhm.
I am supporting to ops production.
That's good. So that means if you are in a leave, they can't run the show properly on that day, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, that's good. That's what the one scenario where you can't get laid off easily. When your company able to run the project or else like their teamwork within at least 1 week without a Rajkumar or without Mahesh, that means our job will be in the danger zone. You have to be creating a dependency also.
Yes,
So
yes,
the
that
cases
that's
people
I
assume
have.
like a dependency is not the good way from the company's point of view, but our point of view to secure our life, create a dependency. When Rajkumar is not there in the project on that day, the project shouldn't go well manner.
Yes, that's I have. But just I wanted to upskill,
Okay.
so
In which
I am
domain
bit
you are
confused.
currently, Ras?
Sorry.
Which domain you are currently working? In industry?
Um, Domain, since last 3 years, I have working different domains, means banking, finance, only related to reporting.
Reporting only. Okay.
Yeah, governance reporting,
But you
business
are using Power BI
reporting.
and
Yeah, Power BI, SQL.
okay.
But in recent last 3 years, most I have worked on advanced Excel and Power BI. I
Okay.
have not
And,
used SQL because data source is in CSV, SAP.
got it. Your current pay around 10 to 15 or what will be the range?
10.
10 lakhs. Okay. So you still maybe immediately in the sense you can add Azure and Fabric to your profile. You can come out of the box and can apply for a data analyst roles for a decent package, better than the current one, like maybe 10 lakhs. You can get easily 15 to 18 lakhs with your 4 years of work experience as a Power BI data analyst. Long run in the sense data engineering or else AI, ML engineer, data science, these many roles are there. Good thing you are in a data analytics roles, data field. You can started already career as an analyst. Now you can move to the scientist, ML engineer, AI engineer, or cloud engineer. Depends on
Okay.
your interest. You are interested to play with the coding and all data engineering, or else you need to understand more into the business point of view and algorithms. You want to go with the data science and ML.
Understood.
And all these things will be comes with the AI integrated only. Either even Azure and Fabric also, if you are learning, only add on for that immediately. Copilot we are teaching there, and SQL, Power BI already you know. Azure, Fabric, and Copilot. These three topics will be immediate.
Currently, I am using the Copilot to prepare
Okay,
the report because
that's
in
great.
our company we have our own AI, and
Okay.
we know about so basic LLM how to create the bots. That's
Mhm.
trained us in our current organization.
Okay.
Max, I am using our own AI is there,
Mhm.
and Copilot, inbuilt Copilot is available in Excel.
Mhm.
So most of reports or dashboards I'm preparing using Copilot only.
That's good. But prepare for a next roles, Azure and Fabric. After 1 year, again, you have to become for a data engineering roles. Because imagine like most of the things is doing Copilot. Compared to your 1 year back task, maybe it's reduced to 60 to 70%, if I am not wrong, Raj, right?
Yes, correct.
So imagine like when Copilot doing most of the things, why they need depend on Raj in future.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So what could be the correct for long run? I am thinking for long run, not for
Then go
short
with the
run.
cloud engineering directly, Azure data engineer, multi-cloud data, and that means we have that course also. If you want, you can. It's not from
Okay.
the KSR. Maybe you can check it anywhere. This course not for a promotion, this session particularly. So I don't
Yeah,
want to promote my courses
understood.
now. So next version will be data engineering easily for you.
Mhm. If I go directly with data engineer, is it fine? No,
Yes,
big.
yes, yes, yes. Why not? Even we have a students who got jobs as a fresher, but I can't recommend every fresher will get easily. But we have a couple of students who got job as a fresher who completed course here and they got job as a fresher only. Data engineering roles.
Okay.
Average wise, 2+ years will get a more jobs.
Yeah, because company won't invest on freshers. I
Mhm.
can understand. Uh, okay, Mahesh, thank you. I'll look on this. What is the span for this means
That's
course?
5 months. 5 months.
Mhm.
5 months.
No issue. If actually, I'm planning for live sessions
Live
because
only.
of this ops reporting. No means production support. It's difficult to
Okay.
if
I guess
recorded
June
video
4th
means
we are starting evening 8 o'clock, I guess. June 4th onwards.
okay then. No issue, Mahesh. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that data engineering class, Mahesh?
Yes, yes, data engineering, new batch.
Okay, okay. What are the things you are covering in that data
In that,
engineering
right?
class? I'm a Power BI
SQL.
developer.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
get
a
you.
Power BI developer. I just wanted to transform from Power BI or SQL to some data
The same
engineering
Tarun from
role.
2020 batches.
Mm.
You are old student of
You know
TSL.
me very well. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
you very
Okay,
well.
okay, good. So I guess from 2020, right? You joined course.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I joined and learned data science that time, and after that, I got a
Data analyst.
opportunity. Now,
Mm-hmm.
currently with Infosys, last 3 years into Power BI.
Power BI. Okay, okay, good. Okay. Data engineering, you can move on to the data engineering now then.
Data engineering or Power Platform, which one is better for me to do? Because
So it's
I'm currently into
already.
15.6 package. Just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to earn more because
Anyway,
it
you
is
already learned coding Python, you know data science, right? Go for a data engineering.
okay.
So higher
Yeah.
packages. Power Platform will be no code and low code. Anyone can learn easily, and who are just entering into the IT sector from non-IT to IT, or else who are already in Power BI and their projects are expecting to use the Power Apps. For them, I will suggest. But for long run, data will be the best because Power Platform is very easy subject. It's a no code is required. Even a 10th standard guy can able to understand and can do an application easily.
Okay. Okay.
Not a 10th standard, like I guess it's been 8, 9 months or 1 year. We conducted one workshop in Microsoft Office. There is a 8th standard student came to give a lecture on Power Apps.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Okay.
Understood.
So now
So,
Python and
what are
AI
the
is teaching
topics
for a
you're
kids also,
covering?
first standard and second standard itself.
Okay. In data engineering class, what are the topics you are covering?
SQL will be the common for you. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
already know SQL. After that, it's a
Okay.
Python, PySpark,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Big Data Hadoop also in the higher level. Azure, under Azure, every topic almost Data Factory, Databricks, Data Lake, Synops. Then it will
Okay.
go to the Fabric. After Fabric, AWS and GCP also in the overview because how Azure is works and how its AWS and GCP will works. After that, CI/CD pipelines, which is for deployment.
Okay.
So if
Total 6 months, right?
5 and after 6 months, it will take easily.
Okay. Fine. Will it easy for me to transform now at this stage?
Why not? Why it's not easy?
Okay. Yeah. You are motivating like anything. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. I'll try for this. Yeah. From June 4th, right?
Yes, yes, June 4th.
Okay. I'm currently not in a laid off position, but still I'm planning for a move out of the company for a better role and better compensation. You
Sure.
know, right? Like Infosys, like it's very tough to get packages more, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what my issue. So yeah, I'll contact you later,
Sure,
Mahesh,
sure,
after this.
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. Yeah, any questions, guys?
Mahesh, last question. Sorry to
Yeah, no worries,
take
no
your
worries.
time.
Yes, yes.
Mahesh, I won't be asking any questions now because I'm not going to take time because we are already running out of time.
Mm-hmm.
So, what will be the good time to connect with you or
You can text
Santosh?
me. Maybe we can connect afternoon. I have a meeting after this. Maybe in the evening time or else tomorrow. So you can text me and call me. Mostly 18 hours I will work. But when I'm stuck with some other calls or meetings, maybe I can't pick yours. But for sure, I will call you
Uh,
back by end of the day.
mhm. Okay, where can I contact you? Means I don't have any contact
I
details of
give us in our
yours.
contacts a link in the chat. Maybe it will go to the first our team. Later, you can take my number from them and we can work.
Okay. Okay, because I'm in the crucial phase of my career transition, so I just need to share some my concerns, and if at all some good advice I can definitely get from
Sure,
you,
sure,
Tim, and
sure,
I will be happy to have it.
sure, sure.
Okay,
I will try to do from
thank you,
whatever
Santosh,
I
and
can.
thank you,
Even me
Mahesh.
too,
Thank you,
Mahesh.
Mahesh.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Even I wanted to talk to you. I'll
Sure,
call you.
Tarun. You can, you
Thank
can.
you.
Okay. Okay, team, it's a 2.5 hours, I guess. We thought expected for 1.5 hour. Okay, fine. Maybe if any required, we can connect again in another 1 week or 15 days. If any have questions, you guys can approach me directly. So we will discuss one on one. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Thank
Santosh.
you.
Thank you all.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Mahesh.